Oh shit, we are live.
You just pressed the live button. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm out of it, man. I've had a long week. I hit live, and instead of going to commercial, I went straight to live. So I didn't even mean to do that one this time. They probably heard about the skeleton getting sucked off and everything. Like,
Chat, did you hear about that? Skeleton over here looks like he's getting sucked off right now. Oh!
If you ever throw your hand up like that.
Oh!
Sometimes from behind, maybe do a little Bronco.
Yo, man.
The Eagles have hurt me yet again. The whole team is on IR.
I'm going to get on my soapbox during the show.
I did find a clip that I thought was hilarious because you know how I said we were bad when I shot the high school pep rally and I was like, we're pretty bad?
Yeah.
I found a high school almost that exactly looked like mine when I march onto the field, and some podcaster found it and was like, yeah, I bet they suck.
All your budget goes to the prep rallies. We can't trust you.
Yeah.
Video for the... What the...
That's probably straight up from Laredo. Just an army of 40, 50 dudes that look the same, and 30 look like they play O-line for a JV team.
So which one's the quarterback?
That has to. That's all Hispanic dudes.
Like 30 O-linemen.
Yep, that's what we look like. And then we would play a San Antonio team and be destroyed. And it's like, yep.
There was like one Hispanic dude on my high school team.
Yeah, there's like one per like 100, I think. There's one Aaron Hernandez that can get on there.
Stop using that as an example.
There was a Mexican-American football player that scored this weekend, but I forgot who it was.
There's also Tony Gonzalez.
He's not like full.
Don't start doing that. His last name's Gonzalez. That's what counts. All right, don't start doing that.
There's a difference when it's not.
No, it's Tony Gonzalez. Take the good one. Stop using the bad one as an example.
You do default to Aaron Hernandez for a lot of things.
He's not even Mexican. He's Puerto Rican. I don't know why I do that.
No. It doesn't even have to be anything regarding his race. It just be like football player Aaron Hernandez. I don't know. You mentioned him more than anyone I know. I'll say that.
Bro, we were actively lifetime watching a game, and I was like, man, this player's great. And he's like, you know what that reminds me of?
Yeah.
Aaron Hernandez. Yeah. I'm like, dog.
Yeah.
Listen.
There could be Baker Mayfield throwing like a 10-yard check down.
Baker is Baker. I know Baker.
That reminds me of a play of Aaron Hernandez's where he got a ball and didn't murder anyone.
I don't even know. I don't even know who Baker's tight end is, actually.
I don't know.
I learned who your tight end was this weekend very well.
Firemuth is good.
He was really good.
Yeah, he's a good tight end. And now we have a quarterback who looks good. Too bad our running back sucks ass.
And not a lot of people get the whole thing, man. That's what. When you were talking about teams don't look good this year, there's a lot of teams, and I'm like, damn, you're missing like 20 people.
Yeah.
Yes, no one's okay. So,
what team feels most complete?
The Vikings. He's right about that one.
I think, like from a complete perspective, I guess the Lions.
I think the Ravens feel pretty complete. They just do dumb shit. Or at least
they just found out this week they can run the ball.
Exactly. Who would have thought? You have a generational talent at running back, and you have a quarterback who is great at running. Man, I normally like Chris Collinsworth. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I normally like him. I heard him say during that game, I was like, well, Lamar Jackson's a pocket quarterback. I'm like, no, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. If you keep him in the pocket, great. He is mid as a passer. He's an exceptional runner.
And I feel like instead of forcing it, it's okay.
It's great, actually. I prefer that.
Especially with the state, like, there's certain states of the league where it leans more passing. This is a state in the league where it's like, hey, if your run game's on point, you're going to beat down teams.
Yeah, I like having a quarterback who can run well and has the ability to throw big splash plays, but that's not their bread and butter. Because I think running the ball is very valuable because it lets you control the clock. So do that.
That's why I say the Lions. I think on all front, like I think when I say complete, I mean if they just had a better quarterback, but outside of that, they have a lot. No.
You know he also plays wide receiver.
That's.
There's a lot of times.
Did you see my message? I said, "Dang, Amon Ra threw a great ball.
It was a little floaty.
It was a great ball.
I was on target.
That was the first time I saw.
There's a lot of weekends you can talk shit about Goff, but he went 18 for 18 against a pretty good defense.
Okay,
Yes.
whippy fucking dude. His run game is fantastic, and I'm tired of
nearly 300 yards.
I don't care. Did you see how much his running backs did?
I saw how much he did too. I'm not taking credit away from Montgomery and Gibbs. They're
Whippy
great.
do 18 passes, shut the dick. Okay.
Dan Campbell felt bad about forgetting to give Goff the game ball, which is
Because he was too mesmerized looking at David Montgomery, who's the better player.
I mean, one of those guys got a receiving touchdown and threw for 2. So you know he has more receiving touchdowns than Brandon Ayuk and DK Metcalf put together.
That part is upsetting.
Yeah.
I saw somebody do that with tight ends because tight ends are pretty shit this year for the most part.
Yeah. Kelsey's been bad. I haven't seen
Ours is a wide R2.
who's I'm blanking on his name, the tight end for the Ravens.
Mark Andrews.
Yeah, he's normally great.
They've been using him to block, and even their new tight end outside of that week 1 game, they've also been using him to
It's moments
block.
like this where I want to be zoomed in on. Ricardo, when the fuck have I hided it? Yeah, I'm a hater. 100% a hater. Hater in the blood of my veins. I wake up in the morning, I hate on that nigga. I don't give a shit. I don't give a flying fuck. I go and I apologize to Josh Allen. Guess what happens the next week? Motherfucker gets blown out.
Oh, that game wasn't on him. It wasn't. He didn't play badly.
I'm not saying. Did I say it was Josh Allen's fault? I just said motherfucker got blown out.
No, you're not.
He got blown out. That shit got blown out.
It's like, I didn't say that, bitch, please. I can read insinuations.
I actually, when we get to the show, I'm sure we'll talk about the game. I legitimately, I'm still on the wave of he didn't do dumb shit. So I can't say he did dumb shit.
He had one turnover as he was getting hit. From behind, which happens.
I mean, still hold on to the ball, but we accept everything else. It's okay. But that was, but besides that, yeah, I don't know what y'all surprised about. I have been a hater for Jared Goff, and until this show ends, I'm gonna be a hater for Jared Goff. There's nothing he can do to change my mind unless he saves puppies and wins the Super Bowl while he's on the Lions. Yeah. Then I can't talk shit to him.
I don't know if he wins the Super Bowl in the Lions, like Hall of Fame. I mean, it's very possible Hall of Fame.
You think TJ would come back to the show if, like, the Lions beat the Cowboys in the playoff game?
Oh, he would, unless Goff was awesome. You know, if they beat him through Montgomery and Gibbs, he would come. He'd be a good sport about it.
What do you think?
But if Goff just lights you up, it would be hard for you to come in here. You know that.
Oh, I'd cry. No, because let me tell you right now, 2 weeks from now, we lose, or even if it was in the playoffs, we lose the Lions. And it's Jamar Gibbs and David Montgomery. You know I'm going to be like, man, I like them.
Yes.
Good play. Like you said, I'm going to give them their props.
Yes.
Even Amon Ra, St. Brown.
I like Amon Ra.
I like a lot. Like the Lions, the worst thing about the Lions is I like a lot of things about the Lions.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, you like everything about him but Goff.
On fantasy right now,
Yeah.
dead ass. In my money leagues, I have Dave Montgomery in one and Jamar Gibbs in the other. Like, this is not a hate towards the Lions. I'm just towards one person. God don't like ugly. Good thing I'm beautiful. Shut up.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if I saw the Bengals beat the Steelers in a playoff game, it would be hard for me to come in the next day.
Yeah, it's just one of those.
I wouldn't care too much. She'd give you more shit than any of us, honestly.
That's probably.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, and I have to share a bed with her.
Look, how do I put it? There's certain teams that it gets under my skin more than others. So the Lions, there's ways for them to win. I'll be like, yeah, it's whatever, as long as Goff got beat up. I'm talking. I need 3 sacks. But the Eagles, a loss to the Eagles just sucks. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. A loss to. Oh God! If we lose to actually anything in division, I'd kind of lose my mind about. Except I'm a little iffy on Washington. I would feel really stung because it's Dan Campbell and Jaden Daniels.
You mean not Dan Campbell?
Not Dan Campbell. Oh my gosh.
Dan Quinn.
Dan Quinn. Excuse me. Dan Quinn. Because it's Dan Quinn and Jaden Daniels. But I think that's a weird one because I'm like, damn, Jaden Daniels looks good. I can't acknowledge that in the streets, but like, you know, Jaden Daniels it's good. But it's a double-edged sword because Dan Quinn, and I'm like, damn, I don't want to see you succeed. And if we lost to the Giants, I wouldn't show up. Point blank. Period. I wouldn't.
Yeah, they look really.
You've already lost to the Giants in the playoffs.
Marcos shut up.
14-2 was recent.
14-2. That's not recent. We've beat them 13 straight.
I was talking about when Eli went to the Super Bowl. Like that's recent in the era of Super Bowls.
No. You know what you're doing.
What year was that?
That was like 2009, 2010. Like it was
Over
kind of
10 years ago.
But it's
He's like
recent.
we did lose to the Giants. That's 13 straight. Shut up. You're trying.
It's just
You
the Patriots and the Chiefs for
stretching.
10 years of Super Bowls. Like that's really all it is. Once you peel those two layers back, you find the Giants.
And the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying. When was the Steelers' last one? Was my freshman year, so it was like the 2008 season. So yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm talking about like the bad Giants. Losing to the bad Giants, not losing to the good Giants with like
They were bad Giants that year.
That's what was so weird about it. It's like fighting a drunken master. It's like, is he really drunk?
That's when I learned that it was good. It's good to get hot at the end of the year. Like,
Yeah.
that's why, like,
Oh, the Bucks.
Yeah.
They looked a little sus, and then after that bye, I don't think they lost a game.
the Packers.
Yeah. Yep. That's true.
Like that's why I said like people forget the curve of the season. Like right now, I don't take it into any consideration because I'm just like, look, the Cowboys at this point last year were like at the same position of I don't know about that, and then they went on a hot streak for a while. The Eagles were hot shit, and then they tanked.
Yeah.
Really, it's how you heat up, and that's why spoiler alert, Kansas City being 4-0 right now, I don't think it's gonna do them any good. Especially because the way they look like a bad 4-0.
Yeah.
But you can't hate because they're winning. This is not me.
They're winning
hating.
ugly.
Like they're winning ugly.
Yeah.
But you know the last team that won ugly throughout the entire season? The Eagles.
I was gonna say the Chiefs.
Last year.
The Chiefs
last year, yeah.
won ugly a lot, and then they turned it up. But they're so beat up now. Like yeah.
Well, I mean,
but if you want to be beat up now,
Patrick Mahomes is too busy taking out his own players.
They're beat up in a way though. Like these guys might not be coming back this season.
Well, Pacheco will come back. The other ones are probably not coming
Rasheed
back.
is not coming back.
No.
But yeah.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Flip the screen. I mean, we're talking football now.
Yeah.
Just flip to the show.
I was gonna wait till Tommy shows up. Besides, I have fighting topics to show you.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay.
Taking all the
But-
good shit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, on the note, I would tell you. You guys said, "Hey, if something interesting is happening. Something interesting is happening this week, and something interesting happened last week." What's
Before
up?
you get into that, look, they're saying, "Do I need some green?" Yeah, no. Look, y'all are acting like Jared Goff disrupts my peace. He
does disrupt your peace.
He absolutely
No, he
does.
doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
I don't lose sleep over him being successful. I just
Okay.
I wake up angry.
I have unpleasant dreams.
Yeah, I'm still sleeping.
I will. Let's be real.
They're just nightmares.
You do tweak a little bit about Jared Goff. He tweaks about Joe Burrow, and I tweak about Aaron Rodgers. It's just
no.
two of the-
Okay, first of all, don't monopolize Aaron Rodgers. None of us like Aaron Rodgers.
That's fair.
But I especially hate.
No.
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm not letting you monopolize on my. Like that's not fair.
Marcos, that's like, I really didn't agree with Hitler.
It's like you ain't special, all right?
I don't know if I dislike anyone else in the NFL besides Aaron Rodgers. Like
I don't dislike Joe Burrow. I think he gets a pass. I mean, we talked a little bit about that last week. Like, I think, and people now are starting to be like, wait a minute. This team sucks. It's like, yeah, I've been saying that for years. They've been
And
bad.
I'm harder. I'm just a course correcting person, right? Like I like Jared Goff is my externality. Cause gosh darn it, is he just in the mix too much? But my usual rule of thumb is I'm just here because I want everyone to either go through the fine tooth comb like I experienced with my quarterback, or let's just look at stats and be real with it. I'm harsh on Josh Allen because he's he does the things he does, but I gave him props.
Yeah,
and I apologize.
I don't think anyone goes through that except Dak. Well, except for Dallas Cowboys quarterback. But for some reason, like I think it's kind of like the foot is off the pedal on that one.
Yeah, just this year.
Just this year.
Well, I think the problem. Okay, so the delta is Dak hasn't played bad yet,
He's been okay.
but he's just been okay.
Yeah.
But but like the problem is like it's kind of like we can't give him I can't even say like I'm not like, do I want him to play better?
Of course.
Yeah, of course, I want my quarterback to play the best he can. Can I like get mad at him for the way he plays? No, he's doing the best he can with no run game whatsoever and a defense that doesn't want to try.
He is not the Cowboys' problem. Like that.
He's not top 3.
Yeah, he's not the. Yeah, I think that's well said. Why do you think Joe Burrow gets such a big pass?
Because he's hurt all the time.
He's hurt all the time.
You can't really, like...
Yeah.
There's like an unspoken rule in the media most of the time that's just like you can't talk about people that are hurt.
I think it's that and another factor, too.
Because he beat Mahomes.
Exactly. Know who has a better record against Mahomes?
Who?
Jared Goff. Patrick Mahomes has never beaten Jared Goff. Jared Goff is 2-0 against Patrick Mahomes.
I learned...
That's why he's the GOAT!
I learned through Twitter this week that the Raiders are undefeated against people that have allegations. They beat Ben Roethlisberger 4 times.
Yeah?
Marcos, you're supposed to give me a hug.
What? Marcus, give TJ a hug for my wife. She's concerned.
About what?
About him being mad.
About
Well, I'm going to show you...
Listen, look, first of all, if you're worried about don't worry. I bring nothing but joy, and it doesn't matter how angry I get at Jared Goff. My cortisol levels are permanently high because of the Cowboys. I mean, I'm just depressed. It's either depressed or angry. Really, I need a vacation.
Well, good thing you're getting one. Well,
So,
on that note, I'm going to introduce you to 2 fighters I think you'll really enjoy. The first one, his name is Brian Battle. He's an up-and-comer. He won't be a name for years, or like a year or 2. But he has a Dragon Ball tattoo.
Is his actual last name Battle?
His actual last name is Battle.
Did he change it like Ocho Cinco?
No.
Oh.
And he has a Dragon Ball tattoo on him.
Like, I feel like if you're just if your last name's like something like that, it's like Joey Football or some random shit. Like, you got to do what you're destined for, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if he sucks, then wow.
Well, he's an up-and-comer. He's not fighting for a belt or anything. But he got in a lot of trouble this weekend because the UFC had an event in France. And he was supposed to be like the stepping stone. And instead he beat the shit out of the dude from France. So he got booed by the entire arena.
For winning a fight?
Hey, I know y'all didn't think the Butcher was going to lose in a fist fight to a French dude. I know y'all did not think the Butcher was going to lose in a fist fight to a French dude. That ain't never...
He is now banned from fighting in France.
Really?
Yeah, 100% after that.
He's 1-0 against France.
2-0.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm like, that's not a good look. Also, did you know it's illegal? It's illegal to get paternity test in France
What? Why?
because they've just accepted that there's probably too much cheating and that it would ruin families if paternity tests were just out there flown about. It has to be court ordered. That's the only way you can get.
Y'all are too slutty.
Yeah, like it literally is like we don't trust our people at fucking all. So be faithful. It's gonna ruin people's lives.
One of my friends in the army, like his dad came over because he worked for the UN, and he was telling me that in France, like things that are scandals here, like Monica Lewinsky would not be a scandal in France.
Yeah.
He was like straight up the president in the last 10 years. I forgot. So I joined the army in 2010. So whoever was the leader around then divorced his wife for a model, and everyone was like, "Yeah, I would have done the same thing."
It's topsy-turvy land, man.
And to be fair, like the Monica Lewinsky scandal, that was like the scandal that actually wasn't. Nothing happened afterwards. Like he was impeached, but did anything come out of it? No. His popularity went up. It was just, I think Clinton benefited from it.
And you know, I don't feel like everything needs to be a scandal per se, but like a paternity test and testing if the kid is yours shouldn't be illegal.
French people are like, nah.
You know, just assume it's the worst that happened.
This makes me think of back when Tony Parker was on the Spurs and he was banging his teammates' wives. They're calling him a slutty little Frenchman.
It's not his fault he's French.
Serenity already brought that up, dude. What's up with everyone hating French dudes? I mean,
I don't think we've said anything hateful.
no. I think it's more that guy that fought, and then these stories. So the combination is just not working.
Well, I mean, I went to Paris. Kind of sucks. So,
I've never been.
but no, I mean, from what I've heard, the other stuff in France, like the other cities in France, but like Paris is just dirty.
That's actually what I've heard.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, oh, the city of no, I want to go home. Well, I didn't want to go home. I want to be anywhere else because Europe's awesome.
I remember my sister and my mom went, and I remember asking them, how was the food? And they were just like, just croissants and pastries everywhere. Like, that's it.
It's
It's like everyone's like, the French cuisine is overhyped. It's pretty much.
No, so French, what I like, because I'm getting into cooking, TJ, I love cooking. French, like techniques, super applicable to a variety of different food. Okay. The food itself, no.
Yeah.
But like, why would I like? There's this one French bistro that does like really good rotisserie chicken downtown.
Yeah.
That one, I ain't gonna hold you. That chicken, they have some of the best potatoes because they let the chicken drippings just hit the potatoes, and potatoes taste great. Semicolon, however. You just go over to any one of the other European countries. Even Germany got balling food, and pastries are not a thing that is in short supply elsewhere.
Right. You can get good pastries just about anywhere.
I mean, shit, Fiesta. They got Berlioz, and any better French bread that you can get from France.
Now I know. Yeah, England is infamous for its terrible food.
Well, so I think the England being bad for its food, I think is a little bit overdone, mainly because they have other foods that aren't English,
right?
so like you can you can get enough stuff, and some of the basic English food. Not have to defend this a lot because I grew up with some of that. Some of the basic English foods like fish and chips, things of that nature. Yeah, it's good. It's just
pub food.
Yeah, you're like if you're expecting like punches of flavors, that's not what you're getting all the time, right? But like if you're expecting some good hearty meals and like to wash down with beer. You're getting some, and then other foods there too.
I remember seeing a clip of Bill Burr just walking down the street in England, and he was just like, he was like, "How fucking awful was that pizza, man?" and he's like, I asked a woman there, and I was like, "Hey, how's the food here?" And she just goes, "Oh, it's unbelievable." And he's like, "Oh fuck, I was hoping she was a tourist." Then went on to praise the pubs, but he's like, "Yeah, but man, the food is trash."
I want to go just straight for the pubs.
Yeah, I'm not going there for like because the food you're looking for is in a pub. Like,
yeah, right.
Like that's like if you're looking for good, but people are like, I want to go to this, and it's like, no, if you're not getting, but then also the people who are there are probably people who don't like Indian food or curries or things of that nature, because the curries and like you can get some bomb ass like Indian food too, because I mean, what is it? The UK, I think, if I'm not mistaken, England's national dish is tikka masala. That's people forget. It's not fish and chips. It's tikka. All right. But no, I've kind of when it comes to food, there's some hot spots in Europe. It's like the southern Europe, so like Italy and Spain. And
I've heard Italy's food is awesome.
The south of Europe.
Yes, where the sun shines a little bit brighter. I didn't think Germany had bad food, but I feel like it's hard to fuck up breads and meat. Right. It was like brats and shit like that. Yeah. It was great.
Brats, beer, pretzels. Like, I bet it's great.
And it was great. Yeah. But, I would, APAC region is definitely winning it up on my food front. I still think, out of all the places, and I've touched every continent except for Australia and South America. Mm-hmm. So, I guess by proxy Antarctica, but I've touched most of them, or I've touched 4 out of the 3. 4 out of the 7, excuse me. I
was about to say you.
And I've heard about Australia. I heard Australia is similar to kind of like. So I met someone who went to Australia, and they were like, I mean, if you like the U.S. and you like Europe, you're gonna like Australia. It's like all the modern sensibilities didn't stand out to them. So, but I want to go for the views. Yeah. Japan has had the best food, point blank, period.
Oh, okay.
Like point blank, period. When it comes to like just the offer, I've had the best Italian food. I've had the best. I had the best Italian food. I had the best, of course, Japanese food. I had the best. Oh my gosh. Some of the best Jamaican as well. Like just a lot of like. I think top chefs are there, not shelves. Well, somebody, I think Anthony Bourdain said, if you ask any chef in the world, like where they'd want to spend some time learning, it'd be, Tokyo, just because it's like this multicultural hub, and so,
yeah.
But you'd love it in the sense of when I say that chicken is bomb.
Oh,
No, I don't. I mean this in the best way possible. There's 7-Eleven and their convenience store chicken.
Yeah.
It's that shit that's greasy. It's not good for you. Take a bite and you're like, that flavor.
Yeah. I don't want shit that's good for me when I'm on vacation. No.
Nah,
Defeats the point of it.
I was surprised. Like everywhere you go, you're like, I think the other part of it is it's like this hodgepodge of like Japanese style chicken, regular style chicken, and then Korea's really close. So you get Korean influences as well. So like you can get whatever type of chicken you want. It's all good.
Yeah.
I go back and as you can tell, I'm hungry.
You're hyped already.
Oh no, I'm just hungry. I haven't eaten yet. I come to this show without eating.
I don't have any food in this bag.
No, I don't eat food. I have things that I make when I get home. Today's chicken. Brought to you by chicken.
One last note about Brian Battle. He walked out to N-words in Paris.
I don't know how I feel about like as he walked in France. Like to this one? Or
No,
just
when he walked out to the fight, he walked out to N-words in Paris.
I feel conflicted. For he is not an N-word. But I like the gall. And music, I'm gonna let that be neutral. I'm gonna let that one slide.
Was he singing along with it?
Probably. He was lip singing for sure.
Yeah. Now, do we need a time where his lips paused?
Well, on a different note, this guy is fighting for the main event. He is legitimately one of the coolest stories I ever heard. Mm-hmm. He talks about he was 300 pounds on the couch and he wanted to get in shape. And at first he just went to the gym because he wanted to learn how to DJ.
Like with records?
Yeah.
He went to the gym?
Yeah, he went to the gym because it was like, imagine like a Planet Fitness. He went to the gym and they have the music there sometimes, once in a while. Okay. And he actually is tied to music because his dad was the head of security for Boys to Men.
Oh. Okay.
But so he just talks about I was 300 pounds and then I started getting into fighting. It was having fun. Mm-hmm. And then this dude went to Thailand. And he says the way that Thai people interact with each other and the way that they fight, it's playful. Like, it's very different from, like, American sparring.
Yeah.
And he just learned a lot. So he's just this big Muay Thai guy, and he's fighting at light heavyweight, so 205 pounds.
Oh, so he's lost a lot of weight.
Yeah. But, yeah, dude, this guy is intimidating.
Ooh. Damn.
You know them people who you like. Nah, you like nah. You look, you're just like, that's not someone I want to meet. That's him. I want to meet him in the sense like I think he probably is a great guy.
Oh,
that's
dude,
a thick man. That's a thick man.
He actually has one of the sweetest speeches. I don't know how to play it because I'm sure people would get bored if I play all 3 minutes of it, but it's so sweet. Like,
this month, it marks 12 years that I've been fighting. Man, I don't want to wait until I'm a champion to be able to tell my story on where I come from, being a 300-pound kid on the brink of suicide, burdened by depression, not knowing what to do in my life, not knowing where to go. And I just want to be able to share that and really inspire people, the millions of people out there that feel just like I do, that don't have a dream, that don't know what they're doing, that just need something. I want to be able to share my story with these type of people.
Boring. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's great. That's a great story.
He has an unfair advantage. He trained in the hyperbolic time chamber of his own body.
The hyperbolic time chamber is just Thailand. Oh, look who's here.
And
The skeleton was in the middle of getting a blowjob and you just threw him to the side. You didn't even let him climax.
He is fighting another kickboxer, so it'll be bang bang all Saturday night. So it should be a really good fight at the end of the day.
Do you know how to turn this on, Tommy? I do not.
Well, I'm gonna hit the music while you guys figure out how to do all that.
Tumble 22.
Okay.
It's a men's practice.
Okay. I'm looking at that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Commitment to Excellence. We finally have the 4 people on the cover back for this episode today. Yeah. My name is Marcos. I'll be your host today.
Fuck, not bad. I was looking down.
That's fine.
Man, I'm hungry.
I'm sure Tommy coming in.
Yeah, Tommy being like, man, I got a controversial take. Chicken. I'm like, nigga, I'm hungry.
Hear me out. Nashville hot chicken. The deliciousness.
Yeah. For context, so before every Tuesday, before most podcast shows, because I'm up late, so my eating window is just later. So I usually eat after the show because I'm usually up until 4 or 5. Not the point, but I'm up for a while. So I just come to the show fasted, and I'm hungry. So I'm hungry shit. If I'm here, I'm hungry shit. It's also why Four Locos hit different.
No.
The whole gang is back together.
Yeah. Hate to do this to you again, but I was telling you about the fries. So with their fries, they add both mac and cheese and the actual fries and the chicken.
That sounds
like they had
fat.
waffles.
And the sauces and the
What did you find it?
Yeah, it's on Yelp. I looked it up. It's called Urban Bird.
Urban Bird, yeah.
Oh, Urban Bird.
It looked like they had chicken and waffles. Too.
They do.
Tumble 22 does not have
Where's
waffles.
Jordan? Eagles. He'll be here. He'll probably be like a stationary on the show for 4 weeks while TJ's in Japan eating fried chicken. But TJ's
Eating
introduced
more than
himself.
fried chicken.
I've introduced myself.
I haven't introduced myself. My name is TJ. Now you can say.
Okay,
Yeah.
you guys on the other.
Oh, Tommy. How the fuck are you?
I'm Gertz. Hello, everybody.
So I had one more fight topic just because I thought this was hilarious, and I wanted, out of all people's opinions, TJ's for this. I know he doesn't really care about fighting,
Right.
but I thought this is ridiculous.
Unless
And
it's the homeless.
actually, was somebody at my job got attacked by a homeless with the stick, and I was like, "Damn, TJ needed to be there." You don't do weapons?
I don't. First of all,
That's how I play Smash Brothers. No items.
the guy ran up to me with a beer bottle, so that's a different story. Second of all, so weapons were just how I started. But second of all, no, I don't have a thing against the homeless. I was just attacked twice. Well, one I was attacked. The second one was more of a circumstance and situation when all I wanted was Doritos.
Right. And that's not even counting the verbal.
Yeah, just assault.
Yeah, that was actually just physical.
Yeah, so that was just like, there's an N-word on my door and permanent marker. The fuck you do with that?
Oh, welcome to tech.
Well, on a completely different note, so nobody really remembers this fight at this point. It was funny when it happened, when Devin Haney fought Ryan Garcia. Well, now it's coming out that Devin Haney is suing Ryan Garcia for battery, fraud, and breach of contract after losing the fight.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
on one hand of the subject, everyone's like, it's boxing. Battery happens.
Part of the job,
Yeah. On the other hand of the topic, Ryan Garcia...
It's like, it's boxing. The sport could also be called battery.
Assault this. Oh, no, arrest this man for assault.
He hit me.
He hit me.
Many times.
There are witnesses everywhere.
There had to be another man to break us up. It was really bad.
Then they rose my hand and glorified it at the end. It was horrible. Horrible.
I respect them because I don't believe any other boxers ever tried this. No.
No, this has never been tried in the history, so
Kudos.
it's we're in new ground here.
Real trailblazer.
He really is. He really is.
A pioneer in being a pussy.
On the other end of
Next
this,
entry in the Pussy Hall of Fame. Oh.
and so I want to hear y'all's opinions on it. But on the other hand of the
Think we
subject,
just
if there's
gave
any defending it, it's just that Ryan Garcia said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do all the roids before this fight."
Right.
And like the pea cup probably melted when he peed in it, kind of.
Obviously, with
Yeah.
Garcia.
So, yeah.
So jokes aside, I think the claim of battery comes from like
Getting the shit kicked out of you.
I think it's like hey, we had this like I think the other two are correct. The fraud and breach of contract. I think the
Right.
battery is under the claim of because of those things. It was more of like a
We
you
fought.
knew going in.
This wasn't legitimate.
Yeah, this wasn't legitimate.
Yeah.
Therefore, under that precipice, I think that
You hit me.
you hit me harder
hit me
than I had
hard.
mentally prepped to be hit.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's battery.
Like, what? He really does need to fire his lawyer.
Yeah.
Even tacking that on. Because I can't take him seriously
Well,
as a man or a fighter.
It's tricky. Well, no, I mean, I'm gonna get my worth if someone, if I lose to a steroid fighter and I'm not anticipating that, so stack on what you can.
I feel like the fraud and the breach of contract was enough, right?
Might as well tack on battery.
Oh man,
It's a bad look. I get
It's a really
but
bad
it's a
look.
bad
I get it.
look.
Like it's like from a legal precedent.
maybe he couldn't have.
I'm with you. I think we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Like,
I get it, but it's a bad
dog.
You don't condone it.
No.
Oh, and legal assistant TJ did.
Yeah.
Ex-legal assistant TJ.
Like boxer sues opponent for assault reads like an Onion headline.
It does.
Boxer sues opponent for battery reads like
Even
an
the Onion never did that.
Yeah.
That's. Oh,
He's
man,
suing him for
that's
emotional
rough.
damages too.
Are you kidding?
Okay,
me?
that one.
That one, you know what? Might as well at this point.
Hey, yeah, you know what? Fuck
it at that
Fuck
point.
it, because if I win, shit, I'm gonna be crying to my bag of millions.
Yeah.
What y'all gonna call me less of a man? You broke.
So you didn't get paid anything for this fight?
No, everyone gets paid for the fight.
So what? Okay. All right.
So he's saying that we fought under false pretenses, essentially. That he was taking performance-enhancing drugs. It
Yeah.
wasn't fair.
He didn't make weight either, did he?
No.
Yeah. So see, it's a couple double whammies.
So like the fraud and breach of contract.
But not
good
making
with
weight,
those two.
that's covered by the contract. It's like,
Okay.
well, then now you have to take a money penalty.
Okay.
And he did that. He paid that. That part is,
So that part's fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm trying here, man. It's like it's not a good look at all.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it makes sense, but you're going down as in history as the boxer that sued another boxer for punching the shit out of you.
Well, the funny thing is that the fight game
so
moves
ridiculous.
so fast.
Yeah.
I don't even know I don't even remember when this fight happened.
I don't. Yeah, I couldn't. I don't even follow
Start of the
boxing
year,
anymore.
February.
Yeah, but I'm guessing even then.
So am I.
So this fighter is never planning to box again, right?
I don't know.
Because I would.
I'll get back into the ring.
I'm not trying to get sued, TJ.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm getting back in the ring because people gonna run away. They're gonna be like one wrong punch.
Yeah.
I'll meet you in court.
I might win the fight, but I'll lose the court battle. I don't want that.
Won the fight war. Lose the court battle.
Well, the next stop is college football. We're already on the football train.
All
You
right.
missed most of the fight and culinary intro.
Oh, what is he cooking something? What you
For
got?
y'all niggas.
Dude, his feelings were legit hurt. Did you see his eyes?
You gotta roll up to the crib if y'all want that.
Tommy went up an octave. He was so excited. You're cooking for us?
He's a good cook.
I am a good cook. No, I'm kidding. I would cook for anyone who's hungry. Just come to the house. That said,
Unless
no,
you're homeless.
I do so much community service. That's not even a joke. I use my volunteer days at
You
work.
gotta balance it out. Yeah.
It was 2 times. I hate saying that.
You know that's 2 times more than most people.
Yes, yes.
About 95% of the population.
But no, we were talking about how bad London food was, and then I said some of the places I've had the best food.
So they do have good food there.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they have good food there you can find. I said Paris has the worst food I've had.
I could see that.
Well, yeah, London's more international than you think. But anyway, we're
But
not
I
here
will
to talk
say,
about that.
caveat, I did not do fine dining in Paris, so that might be different. But I mean,
What's the point of going to Paris if you're not doing the fine dining?
nigga, I was not out. I didn't have like that was like a post college trip. That was like
Oh,
a-
I thought this was recent.
No, that wasn't like
Go back this weekend.
that's not how that works.
For you, it is.
Yes, I've got 2 other trips I'm taking this month.
Get your home and fire up the private jet and just head out there. Get some
Right.
good food.
We're going Paraguay and then Japan.
Going to Dominican Republic, then Japan. I'm back for
I don't know
3
how the
days.
food is.
Dominican
DR.
I don't.
I assume
dope.
okay.
No, I mean I'm at an all-inclusive resort, so I'm not expecting much. I'm just there for food and drinking and sleep
Okay.
and
I haven't-
sunshine.
I haven't looked too
works.
far ahead to this weekend yet. I actually try my best not to even look at pick'ems until we're all here discussing
Yeah, I
it.
haven't looked at a thing. I missed one.
Oh yeah, you didn't even pick. You might not be punished if you had made that selection, by the way.
Yeah, I would have picked the Cowboys. For that.
It was against the Giants.
Yeah.
But I saw this TikTok and it just made me kind of laugh. But I also thought that's going to be a good football game. So I know TJ talks about Colorado a lot. Have you been paying attention to Miami?
Not at all.
Okay,
Miami of Ohio.
No, no, the U.
Are they doing pretty good? Or?
The woke agenda.
Oh,
Miami versus Cal this weekend. But I only use that intro to tell you about Cam himself. Cam Ward is his name. He's the quarterback from Miami, and he plays like he does not give a fuck.
I love that.
And I mean, but not give a fuck. I don't mean like reckless, but like, how are you doing that on the field? Like, check this out.
that's fun. What the fuck?
Keep the clip going. Keep the clip going so it closes. I was like, I wanted to see how that pass.
Everybody if the ball just plants in the dirt.
Yeah. Then it was all for naught.
I was like,
Where'd the ball go? Oh, there it is.
what
Oh,
the hell?
that's beautiful.
Yeah, he had no wasted movement.
No.
It was like a literal like this is a drag.
It's
to
pros
be
who
here.
don't do it that way.
Yeah. Looked like he was just like whistling the Harlem Globetrotter theme to himself.
Yeah.
He barely runs. Look at that.
All right.
He said sliding. He was like sliding would require me to get up.
Yeah.
Hilarious. It's just like, all right. No wasted movements. Like you said, TJ.
It really is.
He goes exactly how hard he needs to. And, all right.
I want to draft that kid.
Over Stroud?
Stroud, the second best quarterback in the league.
Don't you know?
It's going to be some.
He's pretty good.
It's all right.
Your O-line's really bad.
That
Your
O-line's
O-line is
fucking trash.
Yeah.
Marco's pointed that out to me.
Every last.
CJ's
The
right for his
O-line
life.
in the secondary is
Well,
garbage.
because when the Colts lost week 2 against the Packers, everyone was like, "Oh, I guess the Colts,
Suck.
the Colts defense sucks." More importantly, for this comparison, and I was like, "I don't think that's true. I just think the Packers are really good, and they do have a really good,
all right.
yeah."
I wish I could care as little as Cam Ward does about football.
Well, you know what? No, let's not do that. I feel like he cares about football, but he cares about himself more.
Yeah. Whoop. All right.
Come on.
No energy.
No, man.
I don't mean he. I don't mean. No,
That's
I
a
don't,
superpower.
I don't mean he dislikes football. I mean it's literally like
No, it's just like
when
he
it's
can
a-
see whatever's coming.
no, because okay, keep on. If you look at the way he does his
just
fake,
moves.
even the way he does his fake is so
But
fascinating.
yeah,
like,
I'm
Yeah. I just imagine every time he throws the ball, he just goes here.
I imagine he doesn't smile.
No.
I don't know what he looks like under the helmet, but
I
that,
don't
I
want
don't want
to.
to know. I really don't.
Yeah.
The movements speak for themselves,
Yeah.
you know?
I imagine his face is, if anything, the facial expression is just like that Eli Manning meme. Just no emotion. It's
Nothing
like,
there.
he's that one emoji with like the straight lines.
Yeah.
like all the lines. His eyes, nothing. He's like Brock. Pokemon. His eyes are closed.
He doesn't.
plays like a man who's barely conscious.
Yeah, I just imagine he doesn't blink. He's just like,
Yeah.
get back in the game, Cam. just zombie-like, you know? But the young man can play. Is he a senior or a junior? Or
I actually
what?
don't know. I
Definitely
just started
not
seeing
senior.
highlights, and I was like, I need to show the guys.
Yeah.
I'm liking him better than creepy clone Mahomes.
Well, that's not a very. He plays in Nebraska, Wisconsin, Nebraska. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they're
not.
nothing. But
Yeah.
he was trying. He was really trying.
Let's see. He's from West Columbia, Texas. Look at that, don't you know?
Well, aren't they all?
Do you have a picture of his face? No, I'm kind of curious.
Is he wearing glasses?
He's a senior.
How the fuck?
Oh, he's getting drafted. He's in the Heisman race.
Oh, is he? Oh, good. He
Well,
deserves to be.
They should just redo the Heisman. It's just like a nonchalant throwing pose.
Yeah.
of his. He's just like this.
Well, on the note of the Heisman,
That was a
and
30-yard bomb.
I don't know. I don't know his name off the top of my head.
So it was like, bro plays like he got better shit to be doing.
He really does.
Exactly how he
Let's get this game over with.
Yeah.
Ashton Genty is who I'm thinking.
Yeah, he doesn't.
It's like, I want to order a pizza and watch Final Destination.
I hate that field. I hate that field.
What is this for?
What?
Boise. Oh no, because he just brought up the Heisman. College is a game ahead,
Right.
and doesn't go as long as. But there's a dude in Boise, Ashton Genty, who's averaging 10 yards per carry. He's on the road, I think, for 3,000 yards for the league, and I think he's also averaging like 8 yards after contact on top of that.
What is he, a junior?
Whoa.
I need to know these things.
He's
I
from
hate
Boise, the blue
fucking
field.
You are right. I'm sorry.
What's this Smurf turf?
Oh my God.
Oh, damn. Meow.
We
Yeah,
drafted.
don't shrug like you
Hey,
did
man.
anything. Guy next to him was like, how am I supposed to help?
Wish we could draft this dude today. We don't
Genty?
have running backs, so
Yeah, they're both hurt.
all of them are.
I was about to say, like, I was the only one with a running back. He's hurt now too.
Oh,
so,
is he?
Yeah.
As well as your running back,
I don't think
quarterback.
Jonathan Taylor's hurt.
Jonathan Taylor has a calf sprain.
Anthony Richardson is hurt.
He always is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got hurt by
Anthony-
Minka Fitzpatrick.
Anthony Richardson needs to wear that halo cap thing. That
He needs to wear it on his hips, evidently.
His whole body, really.
Yeah. He should just be in a hamster ball, just running around.
Yeah. I think we all see the writing on the wall for that cat.
Yeah.
It's been 2 seasons and he's played 6 games?
Well,
This is the most he's played in a streak.
I know.
on that note, he got hurt. He goes back out there, and the coach calls a running play.
Was it a run play or did he opt?
It was an
what
option.
Yeah, you know what he's gonna do, man. Like, you can't give him options.
You can't give him options. Tommy, he's a quarterback. Every play he has options.
You should not. Because he's gonna pick the wrong one every
If
time.
that guy's not open, dirt it. Just fucking dirt it.
Like, come on, man. It's all, you can't just keep running into collisions like this. Like, he won't change his game, so this is what it is, you know.
I think it's a little bit of tough love if I'm trying to be optimistic, but
For who?
Anthony Richardson.
From the coaches?
Yeah.
I don't see the
Well,
love.
Shane Steichen, yeah.
I saw no love there.
Shane Steichen has no love for anyone.
No.
Have you seen that
Yeah,
man?
that was stupid.
He is heartless. He wants to get them hurt so he can just move on from them. This is him speeding this shit along.
Flacco
so he can
looked
get a
good.
new quarterback.
Flacco
next
did look
season.
good.
No.
He did.
No,
Two
no, no,
touchdowns.
I'm not saying
Oh.
Flacco didn't look good. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is we're falling to the Joe Flacco effect.
What do you mean?
He's going to play effectively.
Yes.
And then get to the playoffs and not play effectively unless we luck out and you get Joe Flacco, playoff Super Bowl winning Joe Flacco.
So you're saying the Colts are making the playoffs is what I'm hearing.
So there's a chance you don't know what Flacco you're going to get.
You got it. It's the wild card.
I give him like so much leeway.
Oh, yeah.
Did you just hear the words that he said? And no self-reflection at all.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a Cowboys fan. What do you expect?
You just described Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Except Flacco has a Super Bowl ring.
Yep.
Flacco.
First of all, no. That's not how that works. That's not how that
Marcos'
works.
face. I was like, Marcos is bewildered. I need to, but
He
he's
just
right.
let him cook too.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
He went on like the best postseason run ever.
Yeah, I'm not saying no. I'm saying we're gonna get warped into the Joe Flacco effect, to where all of us will be like, "Man, Joe Flacco."
I've never said that. About
Would he
Joe
be the
Flacco.
first repeat comeback player of the year?
He could be.
I know that would be wild. If
He
he won
could
that 2
very
years
well
in a
be.
row,
I would
because
love that for him.
that'd be. Nuts.
I'd actually be worried if Joe Flacco was my backup. That's a sign.
How do you come back from a comeback? Well, ask Joe Flacco, baby.
Yeah.
The Browns didn't offer him any money. The Browns
At all?
The Browns did
Nope.
not make him an offer.
And then they got 4 other quarterbacks
Yeah. Yep.
when they could add one Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
The one, I don't know, man. I have
I think
no
they
idea
did
what's
that
up with
to
the Browns.
avoid locker room controversy, just to end up in a situation with locker room
yeah.
controversy.
I was gonna say if they were trying to do that, too little, too late.
Shit. If Deshaun Watson is your leader, then
Yeah.
it's fucked already. Right out the gate.
On the Heisman race, Travis Hunter is also doing well.
Travis
that
Hunter is
kid,
on there
yeah.
as well as Archie Manning. I think it's funny. You don't feel conflicted about that at all.
He doesn't seem like he gives a flying fuck.
No, he does not.
About what?
Arch, you got Arch.
What do you fucking do? I mean, we had 2 starting quarterbacks. We'd be fine with
You're
both.
ranked #1.
Yes.
Number 2 now.
Wow.
The last game was too close.
No, wasn't that.
Don't tell me that Alabama shit affected something.
Yeah. When you're the number 4 team and you beat the number 2 team, you climb up the ranks.
I thought Georgia
Number
was
3.
I thought Georgia was 3. Yeah.
I thought, who was 2 then?
That's a good question.
I also feel like you shouldn't get bonus points for almost getting comeback on.
Me either.
Like, that's a little sus.
That's bullshit.
Well, on that note, I have a cool play for you to see from.
Play that Travis Hunter interception, though.
I'll play it afterwards.
And we got the game on the line, man. He throws a bomb down the field, but that catch right there was elite. Man, he's surrounded. They about to.
Oh my god,
It's pretty sick.
that was a good play.
Yeah.
But
He's
fuck
17
Alabama.
years old.
Is he really?
Yeah, that's right. I heard him
He's a
mention that.
child.
How?
I don't know.
Man, this is like during the Olympics when I think it was China. They had like 12-year-old gymnasts. It's like, that's not fair.
Their bodies don't work like ours.
Because these children are more flexible because their skeletons aren't fully formed yet.
Their bones are flimsy. What are we doing?
I think it was China that was doing that.
It was China.
Yeah.
How the fuck is he 17 and playing? They're 30-year-olds playing college football.
Yeah, Bo Nix last year.
Exactly.
Hold on. He wasn't only 30.
He was getting up there. He reclassified and graduated early. But he has a full tattoo sleeve, so we're confused. Yeah, he's 17, but like
Where's he
hood 17.
from? Yeah.
I don't know. So, he looks like, if you saw, like, he looks like that all game. He looks like floaty, like in a good way, where
Yeah.
you're like, how did he move like that?
Yeah. No, that
was
spin was
crazy.
sick. Both spins were sick.
It's going to be some good playmakers coming out of college.
Well, the thing with the playoff system being 12 teams, Colorado does have a road to get in. They've only lost 1 game.
Yeah, you
should
think
have
they'll
lost
get?
far more.
You think they're going to get ranked, Colorado? They look pretty good.
They're going to have to win a lot.
Yeah.
UCF is actually.
UCF was a good win.
UCF
Yeah.
was a good win.
They-
It just
didn't they-
depends on the road after that, honestly.
Didn't they have the best rushing offense up until that point? Yeah.
Wait, they learned how to run the ball? I thought they didn't do that for half the season. So
UCF, I thought.
UCF,
UCF had.
and then but Colorado ran well.
Yeah, Colorado ran better than they did.
Yeah.
Which was surprising.
No, everyone was confused. They said, "What the fuck's happening?" They're
Yeah.
not passing the ball. Shador wasn't hit.
Yeah.
million
We're confused.
times,
Yeah, this is and then Travis Hunter still doing what he does, which is playing both sides of the ball.
Everything, yeah.
And like he scored a touchdown and then did this.
That was a nice interception.
Yeah.
That's just
nowhere.
gross.
Yeah.
That's somebody
That's
you.
demoralizing.
Yeah, it really is.
It's like that, but he
Where did
like
he come from?
because you know what, you can't tell. You have no excuse to the coach. Like, coach, I was gassed. Can't say that. Playing
No.
Travis Hunter. It's like, coach, but it's like, nope, can't say nothing. You have no excuses.
Yeah.
Don't get intercepted.
This kid
tackle him.
His kid plays defense on the side.
It is. It's a side hustle.
yeah.
It's crazy.
And he's exceptional at both. So
Like, what do you, when you draft him, what the fuck do you do with him? Which side of the
I
ball
said
do you
he
put
plays.
him at?
I said he plays defense with wide receiver packages.
I think he'll.
I would do that.
I think
he gets
he'll-
drafted by the Saints, and they just Tyson Hill too.
what,
I would.
They're like, boy, you're gonna have to
He can
thicken
play
up.
quarterback too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Taysom Hill takes him under his wing.
What position do you play, Taysom? Yes. You'll learn.
Meets him in the bayou, and he's like Yoda on.
The dead LSU Tiger is there.
Wide receivers typically make more money, though, right?
Yeah.
So he'd
Then
probably,
who? Then defense?
Yeah, then corners and safeties. So he'd probably would want to be a receiver first.
But I feel like they do a Debo situation where he just has to get paid more
Yeah,
to do what he does.
he's a unique case for sure.
Very interesting. And I don't see there being any reason why he's not taken top 3.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't see a reason. You want production, right?
You want production and you're guaranteed stamina. I mean,
Well,
like,
Yeah, no shit.
who's gonna have the top picks in the draft?
Fuck
Right
no.
now, yeah. We
right.
can talk about that in a second.
yeah, actually, yeah, we'll get to that.
Jacksonville problem.
Oh, we'll get to that. Because
They should get a quarterback.
because there's
Oh, they're playing Broha's team next.
Are we talking about Jacksonville?
Jacksonville. I mean, we can. I asked before the show, what do people want to talk about?
I
We
don't
can-
want to look at the chat.
I'm not in that chat.
I meant to message you. I'm adjusting to my post social media life.
Cool.
just make a one on Facebook.
So,
You guys said you hated Facebook chat, and he don't look at it.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I
just
don't
make
do
one on the Facebook.
Just make it a text message chain.
I'm so glad I was watching, I think ESPN accidentally, but they said what I've said for years. I don't think that Trevor Lawrence likes football. And I said to myself, hey, I've said that 4 years ago.
You should sue them because
I should. He's playing young Herb. He deserves an apology.
Yes, he does. He deserved an apology
I've
even
never
before
seen
this.
someone get more fucking leeway than Trevor Lawrence when this is the same Trevor Lawrence.
No, because
I think that leeway has ended officially.
Thank God.
Yeah, this season no one's giving him a break.
well, I think
Nor
there's.
should they.
No, he's
Yeah,
terrible.
if we're flipping gears to NFL, or is there anything else you want to?
No, this is it. I was just looking at Colorado's schedule. They have a bye week, then they play Kansas State, which is Broha's team, and I mean, it's not too tough after that, outside of a couple games.
Cool. Let's talk about the NFL and some situations there. Jacksonville in particular.
Yeah.
And it upsets me because I actually, you know what? Really thinking about it, you have two quarterbacks on the opposite end of the scale here. You have Tua, who loves football
Loves it.
too much.
Too much.
Football doesn't love him.
That's the thing.
And Trevor Lawrence, who's been gifted by the gods an
All the
opportunity.
traits.
Yeah.
All the situations and a reasonable setup. He has a good running back, good receivers. I don't know why they played Christian Kirk, but good
He
receivers.
has good receivers, yeah.
And I don't know about their defense. Defense is sussy, but the whole point is, man, I watch. That shit's good. I watch Trevor Lawrence, and there's just dumb shit that happens.
He's gotten really bad this season. Like really.
He's
bad.
always really kind of been that bad.
No, he was
He's
good.
inconsistent.
He was good last season until he got hurt. But then you're not hurt anymore.
Well,
Why do you
that
suck
was his
now?
first time getting hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
So here's my thing with it.
That's a good point.
He's just relied on natural talent and good rosters for most of his football career from high school on.
Yeah,
Oh,
that makes
okay.
sense.
Yeah, not in the NFL.
Time out. You'd get this reference. I said he's like Frieza. It took a minute before he started training, and the moment he did, he's strong.
I watched Dragon Ball.
You didn't watch Super. You didn't watch Super. but that's what happened.
But Trevor's lazy, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I guess he works on his, beauty muscles or whatever, because he looks like he's in shape, but...
It looks like Fabio, like a young Fabio.
But yeah, he doesn't, he has not developed or progressed.
I don't think he wants to, nor cares.
I don't think he's ever... I think you're right. I don't think he's ever had to.
He has zero dog in him.
No, he doesn't.
Like none.
Well,
My thing is he's relied on all that shit. Like everything's been given to him. He's football privileged to the very highest degree because everything's been easy for him, and he doesn't know how to fight. He doesn't do adversity at all. The fact that he never got injured until last season is crazy. But that's the first time he's really been seriously injured, and he doesn't know how to bounce back from that shit.
it's confusing because I feel like he falls into a and I don't like to, hey, no tea, no shade, get your cash. But that contract after doing nothing is also in the case of I feel like there's some players because there's another player. We're talking about just quarterback play because Jalen doesn't look good either. And I've been on the Jalen doesn't look good camp because Jalen Hurts does not look good right now.
I don't think that, on the note of Jalen, because Jalen did play really well 2 years ago. This is only going to be my only defense. Ever since they lost their coordinators,
yes,
they don't have a system that works with Jalen.
That's my thing with them too. It's still all the things are there. The same team. It's just they don't have anybody at the helm. They're an aimless team. Yeah. They really are. Because Sirianni's terrible.
He really is.
I think it's about time for him to go.
And I think, but it's two different issues. When I see quarterback, so why I'm even bringing up Jalen in this case is there's two quarterbacks that I clearly see to me, eye test, and just statistical wise, have had regressions over the last couple of years.
Yeah, I agree. Jalen has regressed.
Clear regress. And I'm with you. I don't think Trevor Lawrence ever that good, but he's even regressed from last year. I think he was better last year.
He was.
That said, it's like two different circumstances for each. Mm-hmm. Trevor Lawrence has all of the setup. Could get his way. Shit, they renamed this fucking stadium to him for a day.
Yeah. He embarrassed.
And Jalen has had mix up city.
Yeah.
Has had no stability. But Jalen has different excuses.
Yeah.
No, I mean Jalen has different things that I don't have excuses for him.
Okay.
He has had the literal gift of one of the best, if not the best, O-line.
Yes.
And
wish we had that.
I wish we had half of
My
it.
neck of the woods.
and has a very decent receiving core and all the setup there, right? But when I look at quarterbacks in this circumstance, I'm like, y'all, especially in Trevor Lawrence's case, like I can see that. We can see this objectively. Why the fuck can't y'all?
Well, what gets me, I think there's a distinction between the two. Because with Jalen Hurts, he's clearly struggled. But when I look at him and I see how he's fucking up, I think when you look at, there's never a point where I see Jalen Hurts and I'm like, man, there's no way to make this work.
No.
He gives a shit.
Oh, yeah.
Trevor does not.
He's got
I don't know
dog
how
in
you
him.
fix that.
I trust Jalen Hurts in the fourth quarter of a tie game. I don't trust fucking Trevor Lawrence.
If you can fix fucking Baker Mayfield, you can fix Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can fix Trevor Lawrence.
Baker always had fight.
Baker cares is my point.
cares, yeah.
Like I think Baker and Jalen mentality wise, like
Yeah, they got
that
dogs.
dog.
They
Yeah.
Here's a. I said it last week, so for them it'll sound repetitive, but you weren't here last week, and it's just something I'm noticing because I started arguing with one of my friends because he's like Archie Manning's going to kill it in the NFL, and I'm like I'm not sure about it.
That.
Just on the basis of at that point he had just played Louisiana Monroe and UTSA, and I'm like. He's like, oh, he's going to be the best thing ever. And I'm like, he's played UTSA and Louisiana Monroe. And I just started thinking about it. I expanded that. And I was like, I expanded it exactly to why do Alabama quarterbacks do so bad in the NFL? And I'm like, when you have 1,200, 1,500 pounds of beef blocking you, you have all day to throw.
The biggest lineman.
Yeah.
They're protected as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. Mac Jones isn't bad if you give him forever to throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Trevor Lawrence is a weird case where I'm like,
well, Clemson also had
Clemson
a
was the
very
same way.
big
Yeah.
O-line, and that's why the quarterbacks that are succeeding in the NFL, or this is just my theory, we'll see if it holds next year, but we just went through this whole freshman class of everybody coming from an elite college, and the only one that's doing well came from LSU that was mediocre last year.
They were super mediocre.
Like, that's
he
why-
wasn't.
Yeah.
that's why I have such a big, like, I think Shador's going to be fan-fucking-tastic.
In the NFL?
Yes.
If he's there, if he's there in one piece, man, fuck that kid takes a lot of goddamn punishment.
Does
But
and-
if he gets,
Oh, he ain't gonna be rattled
if he
by
gets
a
an
bad
O
line.
line,
Yeah.
he's getting all the kinks out the way now.
man, sacks in the NFL hit different, literally.
Quite
No, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is he literally is like, except for the last game at UCF where he was only sacked one time or twice.
Yeah.
And that second time was on him, not the team. If he just even goes a game where he's not running for his life.
Right. Let me clarify. My concerns have nothing to do with him. It's the situation he gets put into.
And the teams who would draft him.
Exactly.
Yep.
But to that point, right? Like,
Look, one of these dudes is going to Carolina.
Shadow Realm? No.
Yeah,
man,
one of them is.
Not if Andy Dalton has anything to say about it.
I was about to say
AI Andy Dalton in particular.
Oh, wait.
Hopefully people will get me confused with Sam Darnold.
Tommy didn't get to see that.
He did it. But no, Andy Dalton made Carolina Panthers look respectable.
Normal.
Yeah, normal. That's
Normal. I didn't say
We'll just
respectable.
He made them look like a pretty bad NFL team,
It's
as opposed to the
bad NFL team.
yeah, as opposed to like unquestionably the worst team.
Like
in the
a
league.
The
atrocious
Jags
and
look like the worst
unwatchable.
team.
The Jags do.
They are.
Either them or the Patriots look like the worst. team.
Okay, so the Patriots, y'all want to talk about an O-line. People are like, just put in Drake May.
No, do not.
No, it's not Jacoby. I'm going to die on this hill. It is not Jacoby
not
Brissett's
Jacoby
fault.
Brissett.
The one Patriots game I watched, I've never seen a man see like just with an O-line that don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Cam Ward can do that. Your O-line can't. It's a problem.
Jacoby knows he's
He
there.
knows what he's there for.
Yeah, he's a meat shield.
Yeah.
he's there.
a crash test dummy.
He is there to protect the asset, and the
That's
asset is not him.
Hold this shit together for a year.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
it.
I mean, I don't know how these teams rank. We'll talk about it not
I
next
don't
week, but the
know.
week
It's
after
really
that.
Weird.
But when it comes to the worst, it's like the Browns are really bad.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll win who can they beat kind of
I
thing.
don't know. It's
They
great.
could beat the Steelers.
Well, yeah.
The Dolphins without
They're
Tua.
really fucking bad.
Oh, no,
Yeah, you might.
Nah, we gonna
This might be part of the master plan where they do get like the number 1 and number 2 pick because number 2 is where you want, obviously.
Right.
but I feel like
replace Tua, and so he could safely go off into the sunset.
I feel like a lot of people owe Tua an apology because I think they were like that Dolphins. Like it's not Tua.
Tua's a great system quarterback.
It's not a system. It's not a system. The mother niggas suck. All right,
They're not good.
Tua can walk safely into the sun.
They'll put us. They can look. They can put a statue of him
The
outside.
moment he got hurt, our
Lobby.
Discord was filled with like, Tua, you don't work no more.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I didn't do that. That wasn't me.
At this point, I think he would walk in the wrong direction. Not towards Tua. The sunset's that way.
Shador to the Dolphins, baby.
I would love it.
I would not.
Raiders,
He would get
Dolphins.
killed.
Those teams are getting top quarterbacks.
if we're talking about like who we want to go where, man, ideally, who would be at the bottom, right? So the Browns. I don't want Shador to go. To
We don't even know how teams are going to team up. I mean, we got to talk about this in a second, but with Devontae being traded, somebody could give away a number 1 draft pick and be shitty.
Did he get traded?
That's going to be a topic
Oh.
here in a second.
Yeah.
The Raiders
I'd want
could get
to.
him. In Vegas with Shador would be funny
That would be
because that's
fun.
like a spotlight team.
It's definitely a team that needs a quarterback.
He's very Vegas. I could see. Personality-wise, he fits him.
Keep him away from the curse of Vegas. Too many players from external things.
I
I mean, it's Vegas.
He might end up on the Giants.
I forgot about the Giants.
What I tell you,
Forgot
Giants and a
all
black
about
quarterback,
them.
not gonna happen. Not this century.
That's not gonna happen.
An NFC East blacked out. That's not happening.
It's gonna happen eventually.
No, an all-black NFC East. You must be out your mind.
I mean, we're already like
3/4 of the way.
we're 3/4 of the way.
I was gonna say.
I know. I want it to happen. This is
know
not.
you do.
We need one
I mean,
more-
I actually don't. But I mean, this is.
man.
He's really good.
Yeah, he's really good.
We need one more Infinity Stone.
Yeah, but I mean,
all black.
Snap the NFC East out of existence.
literally,
Just all black stones.
it's like all y'all's jerseys can't just become black now. All right, like no, it's just no. I want it to happen. That said, if there had to be a franchise, this is me being completely objective. If there had to be a franchise, I'd want him on. Like personally, yeah, I'd want him on the Giants. That's a flagship franchise with a lot of opportunity and like with enough spotlight to where that'd be a great opportunity for him. I don't want him to go to the bins.
I was about to say, I don't know about a lot of opportunity.
Yeah.
I meant, not a lot.
Ideally, I think you'd want him to go to a team that's not just bad, but also is going to fire their coach. Because you have this weird situation with Caleb Williams and the Bears with Eberflus.
Well, they should have fired him in the first.
I know.
fucking
That-
place.
that's my
This
point.
is what they get for that shit.
That's my point. Like,
Yeah.
who are teams like? I mean, the Giants are probably going to fire Brian Daboll. That's
I
I don't know if
Brian
they are.
Daboll.
You don't think so?
Daboll
No.
was always kind of a middle hire anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
He's like a Jeff Saturday that won too many games, and they were like, well, fuck.
He also won Coach of the Year.
won Coach of the Year and won a playoff game.
Yeah,
Well,
but
they
I mean,
shouldn't have.
it was
With Daniel
really
Jones.
like Fugazi, except for them beating the Vikings. And that might have been the Vikings shooting themselves in the foot.
But didn't we like pick the Giants? I know I picked the Giants to win that game.
I think we were 50-50.
Yeah. So it wasn't like people were like, oh, it wasn't like a
They were
long shot.
winning.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They were a team that looked like they could make some noise.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was sitting here having PTSD flashbacks of Jeff Saturday and just how the league said that's okay.
Daboll will die of high blood pressure. He's lost a lot of weight,
Yeah,
actually.
he's trying to be healthy.
Yeah,
It doesn't change the fact he changes colors.
that's true. He's
does
like a
turn red.
chameleon.
Except the only colors are red.
I'm about to say.
He disguised himself as a good coach one year.
I don't think a team is drafting Shador to be a backup. So
No way.
Nah.
that's a
That'd
but
be the smarter move. though.
pull up the list real quick.
Sit him for
Of
a
what?
year.
Like the
Rankings
just the tier list
thing.
so we can see the teams. I think he could go.
This needs to be edited. We already know
Big
this.
time.
Yeah. This is way off.
Yeah, I think where he could. Man, there's not a lot of teams that need a quarterback.
There's a lot of teams that need a quarterback.
No, there's not a. I mean,
Yes.
he could go to the Titans. He could go to the. could see a situation, and I actually think it wouldn't be bad for him to go to the Jets, not because of their O-line, but because they'd have a year. Rodgers is not there for long.
No, he's not, and they're probably going to fire Saleh.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They really are.
I mean, I'm not intimately sure about a lot of these teams, just because. I mean, who the fuck knows about the Rams? But I was like, Stafford's going to retire soon. Tua's kind of hurt.
The Rams would be awesome for him, but I don't think that's a flashy enough franchise.
No, I'm just talking about who needs a quarterback.
I mean,
Baker, they could get
Geno
someone.
doesn't look great.
Geno doesn't look
Geno
great.
looks fine.
He never looks great.
He looked great.
You just hate to see a nigga succeed.
Clearly, I love to see it. I don't like to see Geno succeed.
Why?
Why you hate?
Because he's a bad teammate. I've never let that shit go when he got punched in the face in New York. I just can't let it go.
It was with the Jets.
Doesn't matter.
It
Your
absolutely
own teammate
does.
should not punch you in the face, Gert.
The Jets, dude. The Jets.
Doesn't matter.
If he was like,
that whole franchise is confused.
yeah, it is like they probably punched him by accident. They thought he was someone else.
No.
They thought he was Aaron
It was
Rodgers.
it was the whole thing, and ever since then in my mind, Geno Smith is a bad teammate.
I watched a YouTube documentary about the Cowboys from the 90s. I didn't know Michael Irvin stabbed a guy.
Yeah.
You didn't know this?
No, I didn't know.
He stabbed a teammate.
I was like 6 when that happened. I just
Yeah.
never looked back.
We don't talk about that.
No one acknowledges that.
that was
I see him like
different.
on sidelines on Colorado games.
What did the
and
guy do?
That was the last thing he said.
I'm not worried about Michael. I'm worried about the other guy.
You know what the last thing he said was? Hey, you're not going to stab me, are you?
Dude, I don't know how substantiated it was because it was YouTube. I mean, it looked very.
That's sad.
It looked pretty fact checkable, but it was like,
Oh wow.
I didn't know that Dion called Troy Aikman racist, but not gay.
I want to see. Yo, yeah, I remember that one. That one I remember. Like, you know what they did with that show? You didn't know this? You remember that show Winning Time on HBO that people say was an exaggeration? We need that for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean,
during that time.
You would have to exaggerate a lot.
I don't think you do.
Well, I know.
I don't feel like you do.
I mean, you'd have to exaggerate a lot because the reality is so crazy that, like, if you don't exaggerate enough, it's like, no, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, because it was pretty outrageous back then in those days.
I didn't hear about the Dion thing.
Yeah, it was the whole thing.
Yeah, no, it was actually Skip Bayless wrote an article about Troy Aikman
That's
being
what made
gay.
him famous.
Yeah.
And Dion's like, he's not gay, he's racist. And then, you know, Dion was like, I thought he was doing him a solid.
Yeah.
Nah.
I got your back, Troy. Like, yo, thanks, Prime. Took another shot of whiskey.
Oh.
I didn't know that last Super Bowl when they played the Steelers that they didn't fly. They rode 11 stretch limos from Dallas to Arizona.
Yeah. You want to talk about exaggerations again? I'm telling you, man, that team was the very definition of like so much cocaine.
So
much cocaine.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out because, yeah, like I think that it's kind of a grab. I don't know. I think that
I also don't know how much longer is Watson with the Browns?
Can you pull up the?
I think if they get a shot to get another quarterback, they're going to take it.
And take that big $100 million price hit. It's his whole contract's guaranteed.
He's getting sued again. I think they're trying to see if it's a way out of the contract.
Can you put up
from
the
that.
2025 QB like prospects?
I mean,
like what the order would be right now, just kind of gauge, like, because if we think who's going to get the first pick, it's probably going to be if we just estimate it out from now, it's the Jags.
Yeah,
but they're not taking a quarterback.
They're not going to take a quarterback. They should, but they won't.
And I don't want Travis Hunter to go to the bin.
Yeah,
That's exactly where he would go.
Look, we're familiar with all these guys now. Look at that. Cam Howard, Quinn Ewers,
1, 2, 3.
Shador.
Oh fuck, this sucks. Okay,
Let Ewers go to Carolina.
I don't want that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't want
guys.
any of these
Carolina Panthers is a team that they get a pick and like
do they get a first round pick?
they don't
I don't
get a
even
second round pick. They're still paying for Bryce Young.
I was like,
You lost me at Carolina Panthers as a team.
Technically,
I
They
started hearing Charlie Brown noises after that. That's all I heard after you said.
They just ruined a first round pick or number one picks.
well, number one picks don't work out as I'm seeing now. Is
True.
it too late to change my rookie of the year pick?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Fuck.
It is. It's too late.
I did say I like Jaden though. I always did.
I don't know if you did.
No, I did.
Is this an Alabama quarterback situation?
No. I said Caleb. I didn't think Caleb would be better, but I said I think Jaden Daniels would be okay. Hell, I said Bo Nix might be okay. I was giving everybody.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I was giving them all grace for whatever reason.
Yeah, I remember thinking Bo Nix would be like.
I just remember just being like, because that draft class that Trevor Lawrence was a part of, I'm like, there's gonna be like 2 diamonds,
that's one of the
one
worst
diamond,
classes.
and a whole bunch of.
The Titans are picking someone up.
I don't even know who their
they'll
coach
get one.
is. You see Mason Rudolph go in?
They're great. They're great. I mean, it's Mason Rudolph or Will Levis. You're the coach, Gertz. Who you putting in?
I mean, as soon as he injured his shoulder, I watched that game for maybe 45 seconds, and it was.
Did he do it on his own dumbness?
He was reaching for a first down.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. See, that's why I didn't want, like, everyone was talking about AFC, so I'm like, nah, man, we're good. That's still the only team I worry about.
Even the broadcasters were pretty much all but saying, well, this is kind of a good opportunity to get off Will Levis. Like, right now. They really were.
Out. They had an out.
100%. And when Mason Rudolph is your savior, you need a quarterback in a bad way.
Yeah, you're not in a good place.
I've been there. Believe you me.
You're there now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Justin Fields looks good.
He looks better than Kenny Pickett.
He looks legit
He's getting
good.
better.
He, like last game, even though we lost,
He's throwing.
That's
crazy.
He had 3 touchdowns.
You know what the storyline people aren't looking at this season that I'm liking is backups
Yeah.
shining elsewhere.
Yeah.
Malik Willis. Fucking Malik Willis.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Malik Willis is undefeated, and
he is. He held down the fort.
He's the goat.
and Jordan Love is defeated.
Well, yeah, because I told you he would be.
Jordan Love is winless.
Not worth the money. Yeah. Not worth the money, Gert.
Well, when
It's not that good.
When TJ was talking about like I don't like Trevor Lawrence got paid without winning anything, I think that was Trevor Lawrence.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like Jordan
lot.
Love hasn't even played a whole season.
No
at the,
shit. But to me, his is way more offensive.
yeah.
No, but okay, look.
He's not that good. He's okay. He's serviceable.
No, so
I don't
Jordan
even know if
Love's
he's okay until you play at least a whole season.
what I-
No, but
yeah.
Jordan Love's situation is a little bit different. Because after the Malik Willis situation, I just think Green Bay's good with quarterbacks.
They are.
Well, they always have been. That's
So,
the thing.
so that's why I'm like,
Yeah.
if they're gonna pay, like them putting up the money for a quarterback, I trust more in his decision
Than the
universally
Jags.
than the Jags doing anything.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Yeah.
is it more offensive and egregious for one thing? Sure. Do I believe that they're set up for success more than the Jags are? Yes.
Well, he is better than Trevor Lawrence.
And he is better than Trevor
And
Lawrence.
people, I think, have been consistently wrong about Jordan Love up until this point. I think he's constantly exceeded expectations. When he first got drafted, people were like, "That's weird."
Well, it was weird because Aaron Rodgers has never had a star receiver until he was at the Jets.
Right. But Jordan Love looked better than he did with that
Aaron
same
Rodgers had
roster.
Devontae
He
Adams.
did.
So
He wasn't drafted in the first round. He wasn't a high grade. That's what I meant.
also, I don't care about when they were drafted. I don't.
No, that means jack shit.
It really does.
No, but to draft, because at that point he was the MVP. To draft a quarterback when it's you,
Right.
he needed wide receiver
Was
help.
he, I didn't think he was the MVP at that point. He went on to win the MVP after they got Jordan.
Yeah,
I think
'cause
you're right,
it's
actually.
Yeah.
So I mean, which also worked for the Packers. They're
Yeah.
like, hey, we know this asshole. Just prod him. If anything, they played him like a fiddle, and it worked.
No, he did. It works.
Yeah.
Well,
So I
until
think
they
won
what?
the Super Bowl,
I was about to say until they lost to the 49ers, I believe.
it was one bad throw.
I'm just guessing that they lost to the 49ers. It's just
it's more than likely.
Jordan Love had that. He played great until that one bad throw where he
Yeah.
threw it across his body.
It's a real.
We're talking about Jordan Love?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about Aaron Rodgers when he had that MVP year.
Oh, he lost without like Jimmy G throwing a touchdown. It was
Yeah.
awful. it was like, Jimmy G did
embarrassing.
not throw a touchdown.
Yeah.
I think that's where that clip of Jimmy G saying "fuck the Packers" came from. It was that playoff game. We watched that at my place, if I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was great.
It was a sad year for me. But no, because I think that was the year. Was that the year San Francisco beat Dallas in the first round? It was really bad.
yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, that might have been.
We get them all confused.
I mean, we just lose this 49ers in a variety
Was that
of
the
ways.
same? I think that was the same year as the Ezekiel snap, the finish, like when Ezekiel at center, or is that?
That's different.
Okay, that was a different year.
Trust me, I was burned.
I don't think the Cowboys made the playoffs that year. Wasn't that the year when you went through 4 quarterbacks? COVID year? Am I wrong?
We made the playoffs.
You didn't make the playoffs with what's the Italian guy?
No, we did not make the playoffs. with the-
DiNucci.
Danucci.
What happened to him?
He's in the XFL.
XFL, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But no, with the Jordan Love situation, I see, and he had a bad game last week, and then kind of rallied back. But he had a bad game last week. But I always give like a first game from injury scratch kind of thing.
Same. Yeah.
I'm a little more soft on those. I think it was still, hey man, don't throw 3 interceptions and expect to win.
rough.
But the fact you threw in 3 interceptions and almost won,
touchdowns.
and almost won is a little problematic. You almost made the Vikings look fugazi. But
I think the Vikings stopped trying, which is a curse that
they
the
did
Vikings
too.
will have.
Yeah, they're getting hot at the wrong time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Because I'm already seeing kind of the writing on the wall here. Because everybody looks bad. Like every team looks fucking
Yeah, but
terrible.
everyone. I don't. So we're gonna do power rankings, and it'll be
It's
based
gonna
on
be hard.
Well,
Are we
yes, it'll
going
be
by
hard.
style points? Because if that's the case, we'll be here all night.
Are we doing this tonight?
No.
Yeah, that's just like,
We're like a good halfway through the
was
show
gonna
already.
say.
I was like, there's no way we'd start at 9:40.
No.
I mean, I
So
think
we normally do it after week 5.
Okay.
But TJ threw out the new rule that it should be after week 6. That way it's even.
makes sense.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay.
So
Because the last power ranking is like, hey, at that point, motherfuckers going to playoffs.
and then he wants to see if the Cowboys beat the Lions so that they can get a little bit more power points.
No. I just want to keep in my B tier. It's like,
Oh, that's right.
but I mean, there's no one who could argue against me because all the teams look bad.
Every team looks B tier.
There's no. I don't think anyone's S tier in my book. Only B, except the Vikings. The Vikings could be the closest to S tier.
They're the closest thing, yeah.
Vikings, and I would still put the Bills up there. Losing to the Ravens doesn't.
No,
They got
They got
yeah,
Molly
they got dog
And
walk.
technically, by football rules, we're better than the Bills.
I would say
won't.
I would maintain that the Lions should still be in there. They've lost one game and it was by 4 points.
I guess I
Who
could see
they
that.
lose to?
It was the Bucks, and they're good.
The Bucks are really good this
The
year.
Bucks are like
Same
I think
bad.
the Bucks are an 18.
Who have
Scrappy team that
the
can get
Lions
you.
beat?
They beat the Seahawks, who were undefeated, which is a good win.
That's a fine
I
win.
don't- yeah, that's a
Who
good
else
one, I
did
guess.
they beat?
That's about
Can
it.
you pull up the lines?
Yeah, pull up their
I thought they
schedule.
had another big win.
I thought they had a big win over another good team.
Somebody will fix it in the chat before I get to it, probably. They beat the Cardinals. That was a good win.
No.
Nah, that's not.
I still think that's a good one. And they beat the Rams, who are
No.
The Rams were healthy that game, though.
They had everybody.
They got hurt.
By the Lions.
yeah.
Rawr. That was a healthy Rams team.
Those are
The
those
Rams.
Are all, but the problem is
The Rams beat
Those
the
are
Niners.
decent wins. Those are decent wins.
they're
Those are all
decent.
good.
They're not like amazing wins.
The least impressive is the Cardinals one.
But then, I mean, let's just start at the square root of all this. What is an impressive win right now?
I said, say,
Baltimore's win
A good
against
team, yeah.
Buffalo's was a good win. I mean,
That was
the Buffs was a good win.
That was a great win.
Okay.
I would say, yeah. Ravens being the Bills. I think because I think the Dolphins look terrible now.
Yeah, they're trash.
But the way the Bills, no, it was Jacksonville. Excuse me, and the Dolphins. Yeah,
I think
the
the-
Bills have good wins because
the
they
Vikings-
The Bills beat the brakes off of the Dolphins.
Both shitty teams.
Yeah.
I think the
supposed to
Vikings
do that.
beating the Texans and the Packers was a good win.
Yeah,
I don't.
those
I
are good
mean,
wins.
they just.
They're great wins, except for you.
Yeah, I agree.
You're not a bad team. You're just
We're
not as
fucking
great.
terrible.
You're not that bad.
Oh, we're pretty fucking bad.
No.
The
The
only
Commanders have had, like they've had, but no, they barely beat the Giants. But that's a divisional
they
thing.
Rallied, yeah.
If it's a divisional opponent, it's
I also think New Orleans is a good team despite them
They're good.
losing to the Eagles.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
good.
New Orleans mollywopped us. It was a good win.
But when it comes to you guys, I don't know what's up. You guys just don't have an offensive line.
Trash ass offensive line.
Yeah.
And the play calling's been really shitty. And that's
Well,
why-
you lost Joe Mixon.
I mean, but that's
he
their
already out?
fucking fault, man. Like they never take running. You know who our last great running back was? Arian Foster.
Yeah.
Literally, they just don't, like the Texans do not prioritize running back, and to run this offense successfully, you need a
You
good.
did.
Fucking
You signed Joe
running back.
Mixon.
No,
It's
time
just-
out.
One dude, man.
Time out.
Like
Time
it's
out.
ridiculous.
Time out. Like, I'm be real with you. It's not a matter of your running backs being bad this year.
Yeah,
That's not the
it's
problem.
healthy.
They're just hurt.
Yeah, I mean Cam Akers
Well-
isn't terrible.
the Steelers running back is terrible.
Yeah.
Eddie's
No,
healthy.
I mean-
Najee is horrible.
You haven't gotten anyone else to help him,
Our backups are better than he is.
and they still put him in.
Yes,
I hate when they do that. Damian Pierce is trash, and they still tried his ass.
We
out
did not
there.
renew. We did not renew his 5th-year option.
Good.
So
Let him go.
Yeah, I
thought he's been there for like 10 years.
not that long, but
Feels like he's been there fucking forever,
he's coming
man.
up on his 5th year.
Jesus.
And
Another one.
He's been awful.
Yeah.
He's been awful.
Yeah, he's not looked good in a while.
Your team was talking shit on Twitter about him. You see that?
Yeah.
They called linebackers like kid runs soft.
Oh,
I was like,
man.
yes, he does.
Oh, man.
He does.
But I mean,
We gotta get
it
tested
feels
Sunday.
like
That's what I'm waiting on. If they can beat the Bills, okay, then I'm back in. If they can't, then they
And you're our
that's exactly what I think.
the Bills are pretty
Keep on
good
being
about
successful.
not losing back to back.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
So if you can beat them, kudos.
You're our litmus test.
You know?
So you help us. You help us more than we help you.
Yeah, probably. I mean, the Colts have a bad run defense, and
It's terrible.
Najee couldn't do shit. He sucks ass.
we're missing a couple players on defense right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to use that as an excuse because everyone's missing a couple.
I'm not gonna let that. I'm not gonna
What
let
do you
that. The
mean?
Colts are missing a lot of players on defense. Not you are missing.
Dude, I'm riding through them
No,
through
it's-
this
that's
mediocre season. Look
Do
at
you
that.
see his hat?
Yeah.
That's his
We're
team.
2-2. It's not like I joined a huge bandwagon last
You
year.
technically
Also,
be in the playoffs if it's.
I think we know this. Where Flacco goes, Marcos follows.
That's actually a better stance. That's a better stance. That's the best argument someone could make. It's like where Flacco goes, I go.
I think that's why I'm not that mad about it anymore. Because
Loyalty,
Flacco is your
right?
quarterback probably
Yes.
for the next few weeks at least.
Oh, he's rest of the season.
Oh, as soon
Rest
as
of the
Anthony
season.
Richardson comes back, he's go run again.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's gonna run him into a wall.
It's his version of running
All
laps.
design runs.
The Colts have a very easy schedule for the next 4 weeks, though. After that gauntlet we just went
Yeah,
through.
no, that's why I said. That's why you guys concern me. Like you'll sneak in. You have a good path to sneak into the playoffs if you can get it together. Well, everybody needs to get it together. It's
Well, I mean,
embarrassing.
I wanted to focus on running backs because you were like, I'm mad that Joe Mixon got hurt. And I'm like, his starter is Rico Dowdle now. Like,
I don't know who that is.
No, actually, we don't know who our starter is.
it's Rico Dowdle.
Is he hurt?
got announced. He's the number one.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Is he good?
He's pretty good. He's just small.
Okay.
He's
All right.
not a power running
neutral.
back. Yeah.
And who else? Zeke? Where's Zeke? at?
Zeke fell behind Dowdle.
Which I don't actually like. Kind of weird.
Really?
Because all of Zeke's runs that I've seen have been good.
He's averaging like 2.
Hey, but he's like if they're gonna commit to the run, you gotta run him a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they're using him.
Why are they putting a center at running back?
It was one game.
And then he has Najee.
He's ass.
And then, like, let's just.
ass. God, I can't stand Najee, man.
And then look further back. What is it? Christian McCaffrey now has tendonitis in both his tendons.
So he's out. He's out for the season.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I saw a comment on Reddit about that. It cracked me up because. Because he went to Germany to see a specialist, if I remember correctly, and it was announced that he actually has tendonitis in both legs. And someone on Reddit was like, "How the fuck did that happen?" And then the next comment was, "Man, what Oktoberfest does to a motherfucker." The Niners might not make the playoffs.
They might. I mean, they still look okay.
Well, the problem is the
think
Cardinals
it's-
also look like if they get hot at the right time.
It's a lot of spoiler teams.
And the Seahawks are undefeated, so they're probably at top of the division right now. I can
Seahawks aren't
actually.
undefeated anymore.
They're not undefeated.
Yeah.
Well, I meant we're
And they're
undefeated.
gonna
Yeah, and they're
fall
in the top
off.
of the division,
Yeah,
like
they
I
are.
said. And then the Rams. I mean,
The Rams are just hurt.
Yeah, once they
And
get.
I think, and I don't have anything against Stafford. They've got it's about time he rotates,
Yeah, or
or not rotates. I think it's just more transitional.
they should trade him. I think
Carson. I mean Stafford.
yes.
They're not going to get anything for a quarterback that old.
Yeah,
You don't
he,
think so?
He. This probably be his last season.
I think Miami would take him in a heartbeat.
They would.
Yeah.
I think they would. Miami's open for business.
Yeah, I want the
Sure.
Steelers to talk to them about Russ.
Yeah, Russ has got to get moved. There's
Yeah.
no point in him even being.
I mean, I'm
there.
glad we're not paying him shit.
Yeah, Tennessee needs a quarterback. You know,
they
it's
do.
a lot of teams that need quarterbacks
Tennessee
right
is
now.
going to trust their experiments. Miami is like, damn.
No, they need. Yeah, they tried to stack up.
Titans are in the middle of a rebuild.
Didn't they try to get Tannehill again?
I thought so. He's there. He's better than what they got.
Ryan, Joe Burrow's best friend, Tannehill. Oh, man. You just gave him a playoff win for Christmas.
Yeah. The legend himself.
Yeah.
Scroll
Happy
up.
birthday, bitch.
Yeah, there's
Let me
no.
choke real quick
There's
for
really
you.
no one
picked
who's just
them.
leading the
I
charge
did.
in their divisions, except
Like
for
an asshole.
The Bills. I don't know if the Steelers are going to hold on to it.
Who knows?
I don't know if the Texans will hold on to it.
No, they will. They should.
The Chiefs.
Don't disrespect the Texans like that.
You know, they should.
will.
Don't disrespect them.
will.
That's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, that division's not good.
The AFC South always eats each other to a degree. Like they're going to lose to the Jaguars, sadly.
They
No.
almost did.
We're gonna lose to you. We're gonna lose to you. I think we'll probably lose to the Jags.
You probably lose to
We'll
the
sweep the Titans. It's the same every year. It never changes.
We're going to sweep the Bengals. We're
I don't know if the Bengals are a good team.
They're a bad team. And it doesn't matter. We'll sweep them.
With Joe Burrow being healthy somehow.
We will split with the Browns. Then the Browns are awful.
Just because you're healthy doesn't make you right.
Yeah. And I could see us splitting with the Ravens. But even though we
Ravens
swept the Ravens
great.
last year.
Yeah.
Something's going to have to make the Bengals open up their pocketbook and a good
No,
down low.
I don't think it does.
No. That owner does not give a fuck.
He did the most he's gonna do.
Yeah. He's like, what do you want?
Yeah.
That's his response. What do you fucking want?
Do you remember when we started?
About to lose both of his receivers.
I already
Sell
paid
the
the kid from
fucking
Home Alone. Like, what do you want?
Just sell the fucking team
No.
at that point. I know he
Hey, no.
refuses.
You remember at some point, like when we started the show, we were talking about Joe Burrow leaving the Bengals someday, and now he's just
He'll
kind
never
of trapped there forever.
Yeah.
Imagine if he requests a trade.
On that note of requesting a trade,
Okay, this hey,
Segue.
Good one.
now I want him so bad.
Joe Burrow?
no, Devontae Adams
Why?
requesting a
You have a
trade.
CD Lamb.
Because
Yeah, he just paid a wide receiver a ton of money.
God damn.
because look,
CD Lamb's good.
I'm not. No, that's not what I'm saying.
He's elite.
I
You
want
got
to be
an elite wide
selfish.
receiver.
I want to be selfish. I want 2 elite wide receivers because if we're going to commit to throwing the ball without a run game, I
Doesn't
might as well
work
go
that
all
way.
in.
Oh
It
my-
doesn't work that
At
way.
this point,
And
it's
even
just
even if it does work that way, trust me, it doesn't work that way.
Might as well be asking for Patrick Mahomes at that point.
Yeah, no shit.
We can.
You
we
want a
can-
Travis Kelce for good measure? Let's throw him in.
We can make
God
Devontae
damn.
work for a year.
Can I get Derrick Henry and Patrick Mahomes, please?
Yeah.
No, you can't. We could have had Derrick Henry.
You could have.
And we said no.
Yeah, he didn't even
We
call him.
Didn't call
I know.
him,
And then we got another Henry,
Yeah.
KJ Henry, off of the fucking Bengals practice squad.
How's he working out?
I don't know. His first week. Be first week this week because we're out of defensive players. Did you know during the Giants game, people are so confused why it was so close? It's because we were down to literally our cornerback 4, 5, and 6.
So KG, is that his name? KG Henry? He plays defense?
KJ Henry, yeah.
Oh, he's going to tackle Najee for a loss. Don't you worry. A stiff breeze can tackle Najee for a
Where
loss.
is it? It's in Pittsburgh or Dallas?
It's in Pittsburgh.
It's in Pittsburgh?
And Mike Tomlin went up there and said, I really like Dak Prescott. And I said, yes, thank you, Tomlin.
I'm hoping we have a bounce back game because that
I
Colts
hope
game
we
was a-
don't.
that-
I hope
that
you
Colts
don't.
game was infuriating.
Please don't.
Listen, you don't want to lose against the Colts.
I need Justin.
You almost lost to the Colts week 1.
Almost doesn't count, man. They're ugly, but we're getting them done.
Y'all can have your.
You've
comeback.
lost 2.
You lost one.
You're about to lose
It
2.
was so bad it should have been. It made me not like football.
Who'd you lose? Yeah, who mollywopped you?
Minnesota.
That's right. Oh, well, at least they're good.
I don't give a fuck. Derek.
Now,
That
Tom-
shit was embarrassing. Did you see Laramie Tunsil get, 6 or 5?
I forgot.
What was it? Offsides? Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah, no, your offensive line is.
No, they're embarrassing. Like, they're embarrassingly bad.
Well, when you guys played the Colts, I was just kind of like, they should just trade tackles at this point. They
shit.
couldn't get because I stopped giving a fuck. I'm like, stop calling illegal formation. I don't care
They
anymore.
just kept doing
Yeah.
it. Like, they're terrible, man. Somebody needs to get fired.
I am in the camp. But wait, time out. Taking a step back. That none of the shit y'all said has changed my desire for Devontae Adams. We can make it work for a year.
You can't
can't.
fit
You
it
never
in the
will.
budget for sure.
Yeah, you can. It's $8 million. On
Your team is your
It's
team.
$8 million on the books for this year. You can't keep it for the next year, but it's $8 million on the books
Jerry
for
ain't
this
doing
year.
all that.
No.
No, I didn't say Jerry. No. I
Jerry
said
doesn't
I want
like
that.
math.
Yeah.
He thought he couldn't afford Derrick Henry. He doesn't like math.
He could afford a Zeke.
Yeah.
That was right. That was in
Yep.
the bargain bin.
Let's look at the
was at the-
centers, and I found this running back.
That was at the Five Below.
Yeah, right.
Fuck y'all.
Yeah, your tight end looks good though. Right?
I won't shit on the Cowboys, but I will shit on Jerry every time.
Oh, for free.
Yeah, he deserves.
No. I like Jake Ferguson. No. The reason why I say this is like, I'm just saying lean into it because it would. The problem with CD right now is not necessarily that he's bad. He's not bad. Like we can make CD work. He's fantastic.
CD's a good receiver.
He just needs somebody else.
Why? Can he not get open?
That's
Is that a hard thing?
because so it's the combination of two things. Tommy. No,
I'm about to say our elite wide receiver gets double teamed all day. But
That's
he
not
still has production.
But you have a running back. You have a run game.
We don't.
Yeah,
No,
don't
you
have-
didn't. No, you used to.
When?
But also, you have Stephon Diggs, who's a really good run.
I was about to say, bro, you had Nico Collins, Stephon Diggs, like
and Tank Dell.
Tank Dell doesn't exist to me anymore.
Okay, well, he exists on your team.
He's hurt, so he doesn't.
Tommy Arnett.
No, fuck that. He's about to go in the Tua category. Motherfucker, you are too small to be playing professional football. Get off of my team. He's missed 2 catches. 2.
The problem is, it's not even
Sorry.
I don't think it's a Dak thing. I don't think it's just when you're in a position to where they know you're going to throw the ball because your run game's ass.
Yeah.
You need multiple weapons on the passing front. That's just how it has to be. Shut the fuck up.
You wanted him.
I like Brandon Cooks, and I'm still telling you to shut the fuck up. Brandon Cooks be perfect with Devontae in the mix too, and I like that Brandon Cooks still.
Should we talk about how Devontae is not playing for the Raiders because he doesn't want to? It's like, what's his status? He doesn't want to play for this team anymore. That's why he sat last week.
He literally and it
I've
was,
never seen that before.
Yeah, he's like, nah.
He even trying.
and he even told the team, he's like, I preferred to be traded.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I'm demanding. He's like, I prefer.
He's been polite.
He's one of the most honest people out there.
It's like politely passive aggressive.
Yeah.
It's like, you're going to play? It's like, I don't feel like it.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of.
Well, you got the coach out there talking about people making business decisions.
Yeah.
It's like
Antonio Pierce
some turmoil.
losing his shit. Like an Instagram post about Devontae being done in Oakland, or actually be done with the Raiders.
I think he's gonna be gone. At
Oh,
some point.
for
Antonio
sure.
Pierce. Oh,
Yeah, he's not good.
He's gonna get fired mid-season next season.
Next-
That's another. That was the. It was.
I don't think that's a fair look though.
It's not.
so?
But
No, what the fuck is he working with?
Dude, this is
Nothing.
Robert Saleh 2.0. This is a Robert Saleh situation.
This is just Saturday 3.0.
I think that's more accurate.
No, I think Antonio Pierce. I think Antonio. It's more of a Steve Wilkes. I think Antonio Pierce is. I don't think he's a bad coach. I don't think he's done anything egregious.
that, like in that Instagram post.
Yeah, that's
Wasn't
not
smart.
good.
It's pretty fucking
It's
egregious.
a bad look.
That's
I mean, the old coach was racist. Shut up.
The bar is set low. Yes.
yeah, I'm not saying that has nothing to do with what Antonio Pierce is doing.
The last 2 bars are very low.
Yeah.
You are right.
Well,
Yeah.
oh shit! I forgot. It's actually I had to go back 3 or 4. Why do I know so much about the Raiders now? Because they hired the dude from the Belichick tree that everybody hated,
Josh
McDaniels.
Josh Daniels. Then they had the cool coach that almost beat Patrick Mahomes. No, yeah, almost beat Patrick Mahomes. Bisaccia.
Bisaccia, yeah.
Yeah,
Which they
and
won't
then
like
it was
him.
Gruden, the racist guy.
Yes.
So I think the problem with the Raiders organization is it needs stability, and I'm actually for our coach being like, you're sitting out for business decisions. Fuck you.
Gruden was first, right? It was Gruden,
McDaniel. Gruden
Bisaccia,
McDaniel,
McDaniel. Yeah.
and then Pierce.
Now they have Antonio Pierce. Because they thought, oh yeah, we should have hired the last interim head coach we had, which makes sense, but
But Antonio Pierce, look, I don't think they.
they're 2-2. That's fair.
They're 2-2.
Yeah.
I think the other thing here is, I think he gets. The reason why I say I think he gets a little bit more leeway is if they do crash out this season.
Yeah.
It's a good QB pool, and the QB is a big thing. They have the piece, the situation that they're in is different than it was prior. Like Derek Carr's not there.
No.
And that's the whole reason Devontae came. So Devontae leaving isn't just from that position. He was like, hey, I came here for one player.
Oh yeah, he's not leaving because of Antonio Pierce. I don't think anyone's saying that.
No, he's like thieves brought there under false pretenses, pretty much. Well, he played 1 season, 2 seasons.
Yeah, and then
they were trash.
They cut the guy that he went there for.
Yeah.
They didn't just trade him. They
They cut him. pretty unceremoniously.
Yeah.
They gave his number away. Immediately. Like, that's ultimate disrespect. So, yeah.
That guy got you to the playoffs during the season from hell.
Yeah.
Where you had a racist head coach. You had one of your teammates kill somebody.
You know why? Because he was pissed off.
Wasn't there several incidents
There's a lot.
outside of that Tesla burning
it was
up and down?
a real dramatic year for them.
And yeah, he led that team.
Better version of David Culley, I could see that.
I mean, I think the reason I think it feels like very Robert Saleh-ish is that defensively they look pretty good.
They did.
They have a bad quarterback situation.
Terrible.
So people are going to give him leeway. And he's done, it's not so much coaching, but just like shit like during press conferences or in this case social media that make you go like, that's odd for a head coach to do.
Now, granted,
All you had to do was not do that.
Yeah.
now, granted, he was like. He did put he did put his quarterback in a position with Gardner Minshew when he was like, I don't know if he's gonna start next week. That's basically what he insinuated.
It was like when
but I like that shit talking to like no one's clear here. Fuck y'all.
When Robert Saleh implied that we should change the cadence when your quarterback is Aaron fucking Rodgers, a guy who has gotten many touchdowns due to his cadence. And that was the one time we all dislike Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, we hate him.
This is the one time I'm like, I'm 100% with Aaron Rodgers. Because Aaron Rodgers all but said, what the fuck is he talking about? That's a weapon. I use it all the time and it works if people know what the fuck they're doing.
He was also like, it's worked up till now. It's one game.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they don't get it, learn.
Robert Saleh has looked lost as a head coach from the moment he got
Aaron
there.
Rodgers was like, don't even hug me.
Yeah.
Robert Saleh getting in a commercial is one of the most confusing things.
Does he have a commercial?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget
I
what
saw
who?
Lamar in a Gatorade commercial.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh, that's right. He is. Good for him.
Yeah.
So finally, his
Yeah,
mom
why
picked
is
up the phone.
So they just
Gatorade's been calling for months, Lamar.
Yeah.
Get an agent.
Yeah.
His mom's like, if I don't recognize the number, I
Yeah,
don't take the
that's what
call.
my mom does.
That's what most people do. Not agents, though. They're always on the
We
phone.
do
That's why you
calls.
hire them.
Oh, so we're just giving fucking commercials to anybody these days, right?
I want Baker to get his commercials back.
He deserves them. Will Levis, take that shit away.
He has a
I'm not
commercial?
buying Hellman's because you gave
Oh,
Will
they
Levis
gave
a
him the male commercial, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm specifically.
Dak was in the Venom trailer. I didn't like that.
Why?
He had a Venom commercial.
Because he's poison for franchise.
Oh,
You know that's not true.
No, he's not.
Hey man, that's Gertz's favorite movie franchise.
It's up there. The first one I love ironically because it's a terrible movie. The second one, I think they knew exactly what they were doing. It scratched the right itch. It felt like a superhero movie made by Adult Swim.
It did.
It was like Aqua Teen.
so weird.
It was like Aqua Teen Hunger Force with a $200 million budget.
A little bit.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm so hyped for Sonic 3 though. On that note, just random
I
trilogies
am
that exist.
Ready for Paddington 3.
Yes.
Oh,
It's going to be amazing. Yeah.
Nah,
Paddington
I'm
and
gonna
Peru.
let y'all know this is unironic. If y'all fuck up Paddington 3, Gertz will be the first
the
one in
pressure.
front of that studio.
Yeah.
The pressure on whoever's making
Yeah,
that
there'll
one.
be some furniture moving if you Paddington 3.
Do not fuck this streak up. You are undefeated.
Yeah.
I hope it's great, but it just reminds me of those like bad kids movies that you get.
Oh, yeah.
The Rugrats are going to Paris.
Yeah,
and I'm
no.
like,
That wasn't a bad movie. Now, time out.
It
here.
was.
No, it wasn't.
There's a distinction. Paddington is from Peru. So makes sense for him to be going back there.
Back to
Oh, so
the
them going to
motherland.
Paris? That's how Chucky's dad met his. You know, that's how Kimmy got into. Don't get me
True.
started on
Oh,
this.
man.
That's also how.
No one likes Kimmy or Dill.
Also, Tommy was right.
No one likes either one of them.
Kimmy's fine. Dill is. Yeah.
No, Kimmy's trash too. We stick to the originals.
But
OG
the OG Rugrat.
Tommy almost iced Dill. You know, like that.
Oh yeah,
that
no,
was,
Dill's trash. Dill would not have made my cut.
he was like, I'm so sick of your crying.
Yeah.
And all you taking up all the
left Dill at the
attention.
fire station.
That's true. Tommy almost killed him. Tommy's about to let him get torn apart by monkeys.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, for
fucked up.
sure.
Yeah.
It was an accident. I didn't know he was in there. Fuck Dill. It's a trash ass rug. That's a trash ass baby.
The only thing that gives me pause about Paddington 3 is they had to recast the mother. Sally Hawkins plays her in the first two
It's a
movies.
new director too.
Yes. And they had to recast that character because Sally Hawkins has lupus. So
Oh, no.
she can't travel. So and they shot a lot of it in Peru, which is a shame because I like her in that movie.
great there.
That whole cast is great. So
Good night, Benji. Yeah.
anytime they change that, and you're right, The director left so he could do Wonka.
Fucking Wonka.
That movie sucks.
Terrible.
Bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. This
Not
is a football
good.
show.
Good night, Bad G. Rakeen's mad at you. Tommy, take that back right now. I don't even know which one about Tommy.
I said a lot of offensive things. You gotta be more
Rugrats
specific.
thing.
Oh, yeah, no, that movie sucks. that whole era, that all grown up, like all of those are terrible.
All Grown Up was fine.
All grown up is shit.
It's also a lie. They're like 12.
That part
adults.
gets me.
It would be way funnier if they were like middle aged.
And they had their own Rugrats.
In their 40s.
Yeah.
Tommy's still bald.
That was great.
Yeah.
They gave him hair. I was like, you just don't have a commanding presence anymore.
Yeah.
He looks like Jeff Bezos.
Swole.
Yeah. Swole Tommy.
Yeah.
Swole Tommy Pickles.
He turned his father's shitty inventions into like a
A Fortune 5.
Fortune 5 online store conglomerate.
Has 2 ex-wives.
Yeah.
Real quick, and then we'll go back. So it reminds me, like, one of the only funny things I've seen from SNL in like a decade, the middle-aged Ninja Turtles.
Oh, middle-aged.
Middle-aged. Yeah. They use the same animation style. It's amazing. That shit's hilarious. But yeah, we should. If you're gonna make them grow up, do it the proper way.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Let them have a mortgage.
Kean Sloan wants to slap you with the orange VCR cover.
Oh,
I like Ricardo's pitch Rugrats, but they act like King of the Hill characters. That'd
yeah,
be pretty
that
great.
would have been great.
Them just having a beer in the alley.
Get creative.
Because they're
Cameron.
old.
Yeah.
They're all grown up.
Angelica's cheating on her husband.
Because she would.
She would.
100%.
would.
She absolutely would.
Yeah, Tommy's like, we just don't talk about it.
No one says anything.
So I have just one last funny topic to ask before we get into our normal topics. If you had to pick one and 3 team to turn it around,
So who are they?
Which ones are they?
so it would be the Patriots, the Dolphins, the Browns, the Bengals, the Titans, the Giants, the Panthers, the Cardinals, and the Rams.
I'm going with the Rams.
Say Cardinals.
I'm saying Cardinals.
I'm going Cardinals.
I'd say Rams, closely followed by the Cardinals.
I think it's the Cardinals. The Rams are just too injured. They're always suffer through that.
Oof. Next question. I feel like the
maybe the new Titans.
I feel like the Cardinals are close. They're just missing something.
No,
Yeah.
I think someone described it best today. I think it was Nick Wright who was like, I just don't understand why Kyler Murray isn't better. Like, I think it was just like, I rationalized that for a second. I was like, you're right. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get it. I just looked at it.
When you see when he's on, fuck, he made me like take a step back. Like I can't make fun of this.
doesn't
kid
understand
who's
it?
playing like this.
Adam has a friend on PSN, and you'll understand real quick why he's
Yeah.
not better.
A couple weeks from now.
Yeah.
Wait, he's straight up his friend on PlayStation
No, I'm
Network?
saying if you add him, you will know why
yeah.
he's not better. Look at
They
those
said
hours.
Adam is his friend, and I was like, oh.
No.
I didn't know we were that close to celebrity.
No, we're not.
I have a friend who's...
Not with as much shit as we talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a friend whose dad claims, and we just don't know how to fact check him, that he Tinder matched with Dak's mom.
Oh.
He's from Dallas, and Dak's mom is single, so I was like,
I thought Dak's mom was dead.
no.
I think she is.
Those things aren't mutually exclusive. Depends on what you're into.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, if it's, hold up, I have to think about how this goes. I need to double check this before I say it.
PSN was down for a while, so that keeps up.
He was
might have an
balling out,
MVP
yeah.
season. PSN is down. Fuck, I guess I'll do my
You
job.
knew that something was up. The network was down, something, because he was playing like he was focused and dialed in, and that's just not how Kyler Murray operates.
So, my one of my really good friends.
He does.
I'm not saying that out loud.
He's scurries.
That's a rough one. But not when my Yeah, that's a fun. Damn it, Ricardo. That's
I know that.
I can't say that.
We
That's
can,
funny
but
shit.
that's great.
But no. So one of my friends, one of my really good friends, I was in his wedding. His wife, who I've known her since like the 8th grade. She played soccer with Mahomes' wife. She was on the same team as Brittany Mahomes. So that is the closest extension. And I said, "Damn it!
Well,
should have
was
been best friends.
I mean, he was friends with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Mahomes' mom, not Dak's mom.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
No, that's actually who
yeah,
it was.
yeah. How'd it go?
They said they went on 2 days, and it was yeah.
You should have tried harder.
She's not rich. Her son is. She's gonna die before Mahomes.
Only one son.
Yeah.
The other one's an absolute fuck up.
Oh, I forgot about that. He's in jail.
Hey.
Oh, is he? Okay, he deserves to be. Because he's
He's
a threat to society.
Yeah, he's like assaulting people.
Yeah, he's a fucking
The
menace.
Bills did just take a big hit on. Sorry, I look at comments. The Bills did just take a big hit because Von Miller is out for 4 games.
Again?
Oh, really?
I
mean, that's what he does.
he's out for
He'll
4.
be back
He's
later
not
this
injured.
season.
It's for DV problems,
Oh.
Damn it, Von Miller.
Jesus Christ.
allegations.
Jesus.
Oh, that was another one of the funny things that I heard somebody talk about. Rashid
DV's not
Rice.
funny?
No, not that crime. Rashid Rice's
Rice's
crime. Yeah, where now he's injured, so he's out for the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he'll still probably serve a suspension for his speeding crime next season.
Good.
Yeah, he shouldn't get to escape
fuck.
the law because he got hurt.
So time out. How would you react in a situation where the literal best quarterback in the league is the one who takes you out for a season?
I'd be furious.
Yeah, wouldn't you be mad? Like, he's allowed to be mad. And I feel like he's allowed to be like, genuinely be like, hey, you might have ended my career.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was having a fantastic season up until this point. Because he was.
I was like, if you're going to tackle right.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
He
right.
don't know how to do that. He's a quarterback.
One of my biggest problems is I don't think any offensive play. I think it's idiotic that offensive players aren't taught how to properly tackle.
I bet
get-
Josh Allen could tackle a lot.
Well, that's
Yeah,
different.
I think he could.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He looks like he tackles things just normally.
He just runs into shit.
Yeah,
See if Josh Allen tests himself to see what he can tackle.
Yeah.
Can I tackle this car? Let's find out.
So Josh, stop running into this brick wall.
Have you seen that face? It's a face of a man that doesn't think.
quarterbacks that know how to tackle, like which quarterback would you not want to get tackled by? I mean, Josh Allen's got
Would
it.
I not want to get tackled?
By, yeah, like Josh Allen is probably
Oh, Anthony
was.
Richardson.
Yeah.
I do not want to get tackled by
That's like a
Anthony
kamikaze coming at you, dude.
It's a fucking defensive end. It's an edge rusher. You know, that's pretty much all that is.
I bet Jalen could tackle.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, Jalen definitely could.
Yeah, he could.
He's built like a brick shit house.
Baker would.
Baker
Baker
injured
would.
himself throwing a tackle.
That's how he fucked his career
yeah,
up. though.
I was gonna say not him.
Lamar.
He's
No, I think
Not
Lamar's
small.
too big.
Skinny Lamar can't tackle.
no, he's too small.
Yeah.
He'd just get run over.
Like Lamar would catch up to you, but
He
that
would
doesn't
catch
matter.
you. He would have to try to horse collar.
I would say Trevor Lawrence, but he'd probably be the softest tackler
Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah.
He would give up.
He ain't got no hot.
Yeah, he would just. Yeah, that guy's an embarrassment.
I think Josh Allen, Anthony Richardson, and Jalen are all
Yeah.
top 3 for sure. The quarterbacks look like they could knock you the fuck out.
Yeah.
Well, as we get into our normal things, you and me did the worst in Pick'ems this week.
That's no surprise for me.
I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm doing terrible.
We're all doing actually pretty bad.
It is a weird season.
I called that Broncos win.
Did you? That was glorious. That made my day.
You should have seen the face because we were at Mexcellence and I was like, oh no, they're in kicking range. Nothing brought me more joy than
So
that
did
kick
you
missing.
watch that game? How the
The
fuck?
No,
Red
wait.
Zone- Red
we
Zone was
watched
on.
Red Zone.
Okay, I was say, how the fuck did Bo Nix? Because I was keeping track of the
that
ticker.
-7?
-8 and -6 from like half the fucking game. How does that work? How did that happen?
Sean Payton magic, I don't know.
Jesus.
I don't know.
Throwing behind the line of scrimmage.
How long do you think he has? If this
Sean Payton?
work? Yeah.
I don't even think he's even probably rebuilt the team yet. So
I mean, I wouldn't trust him to.
I don't
That's
think
what-
yeah, he's probably if they
He's
look
no Harbaugh, I tell you what.
if they look bad next year, he's on the hot seat for sure.
Okay, I think that's fair. Because
I mean,
he's not good.
when you're talking about the heart, I mean, outside of you don't trust the Chargers coach either, though.
I do trust Jim Harbaugh. I do.
It's the other one that you don't
You don't
like.
trust John?
John's iffy.
You don't trust the one that beat the other
Won
one
the Super Bowl
against his brother?
Yeah, not now. Not at this time today. No, because like I don't know what the fuck's going on in Baltimore. It looks like they're figuring it out, but
I think
Yeah, they figured out that give King Henry the ball.
yeah,
Yeah.
which I don't know how they couldn't figure that shit out. Before.
that should have taken a practice.
Yeah, it's wild
It
to me.
It actually took playing the Cowboys, and then
Well, they
figured
gotta get
And
you
they
right.
still almost fucked that up.
they did almost fuck
They
that up.
did.
You were here for this. Like Chris Collinsworth was saying during that Ravens-Bills beatdown, is like, oh, Lamar's a pocket passer. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Shut up, Chris Collinsworth.
I don't really like Chris Collinsworth, but I was like, that is...
No, I hear people say that, and I'm like, since when?
Never.
Yeah,
Never.
like, stop trying to make fetch happen.
When we play him twice a year, anytime he's in the pocket, I'm like, good.
Thank God.
Yeah.
It's going right in the middle
Yes.
to Mark Andrews,
Yep.
Isaiah Likely,
When
and
he's
that's
scrambling-
all it seems to be
I think-
capable
When he's
of.
scrambling, I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
I think
when
Mark
it's-
Andrews has like 3 receptions for
yeah,
like
he's not
17
doing it.
yards.
Yeah, they've replaced him, essentially.
Jared
Well,
I don't think Likely has receptions
Either,
either. They're just
no.
not throwing.
Oh, well, shocker. For
Jared-
that too. Fuck.
And fun fact, y'all remember OBJ's on the Dolphins?
No.
I did not. Fun fact, I forgot to.
I didn't have
Bro, I forgot, and I was like, oh yeah, he's there. I saw it earlier. I was like, the fuck?
Weather. That's it.
he's done. He got
By the
his
way,
ring. He's done.
Apparently, we're in the way of a hurricane this weekend. One
are?
day. Yeah.
Like Austin?
Well, we're going to get the rain and the wind afterwards, but we're not going to get as bad
I
as.
know. No, thank you.
Yeah, we're flatland. We will
Yeah.
be
Yeah,
underwater.
yeah.
Who are all the receivers that Jared Goff has more touchdown catches than? It's a funny list. Like DK Metcalf's on there. Mark Andrews.
I think Travis Kelce would have been on
Travis
that list.
Kelsey's on there.
Tyreek Hill might be on there.
Tyreek Hill is on
Gill's
there.
on there, yeah.
Yep.
Good Lord.
Wide receiver 1.
What
Jared
good are
Goff.
those? Yeah. He's a player.
Yeah.
You need a wide receiver, right?
You do.
You're not going to get Devontae, but maybe Goff.
Golf.
What are the chances? And I know,
Pitched a
like,
perfect game.
I understand that Sam's hair is probably on fire, and whatever is left of it at this point. But when I say the sentence, do you think the Raiders would give the Chiefs Devontae? Because nobody needs a wide receiver more than the Chiefs, probably.
They will
Are you
not.
kidding me?
They will
She's got like 5.
I like Sammy, and I don't want him to have a heart attack.
Yeah, that
So I'm not even gonna put that into.
yeah. Don't.
I
put
would
that
see
in
my
that.
friend like literally eviscerate, just burn.
Is it spontaneous human combustion?
Combustion.
Yeah,
The literal Human Torch. Like I'm good.
it would make him hate more.
Which, I mean, that would be funny.
It would be hilarious for us.
Yeah. They're not going to give the Chiefs Devontae. They
No,
do that.
fuck the Bills for giving them fucking Worthy. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, Sam can't wear any of his jerseys, can he? Oh, he has a Crosby. No, does he have a Crosby
He
jersey?
should.
He should.
I don't know.
I think he has a Carr jersey that he can't wear anymore.
Yeah. Well,
can't
he
wear that?
just changed it to
Carr's always going to be a Raider.
what's his AOC? O'Connell. There you
Aiden
go.
O'Connell.
Yeah, same number.
Carr's always going to be a Raider, unless he like wins a Super Bowl with the Saints, which that's not going to
Man,
happen.
yeah.
I feel like at this point he's like, can I retire with the Saints, please?
I think he likes the Saints more.
yeah.
Oh well, you should.
Yeah, I
They've
feel they treat
respected him.
better.
Yeah. Crosby seems like the only Raider who's happy,
Yeah.
and it's because he's deranged. He's healthy and happy.
Yeah, he's paid.
He likes his
He's
coach.
good.
Yeah, but he's a crazy person. A good crazy.
He's
though.
a good crazy.
The kind of crazy you want.
Not the typical Raiders crazy.
No,
Yeah.
not to
Healthy Raiders crazy.
not to steal your thunder, Marcus. Not Aaron Hernandez crazy.
I've made no Aaron.
You're not allowed to say that. Only Marcos, right?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I'm like that's Marcos's word.
yeah, Aaron Hernandez is Marcos's word.
I mean, what are you talking about? All the Raiders look so happy. What are you talking about?
Oh man.
No.
Trump is on the Raiders. That explains a lot. Don't tell Sammy.
Yeah, no. I hope he's never seen that.
You know he has.
Oh,
He can. Sammy knows who his third string right tackle
Can you
is.
just save that? So anytime Sammy's in the chat talking about Raiders nonsense, just send it to him. That'd be a nice way of saying, like, stop it.
Dude, look, this would probably upset him more than anything. I just saw this in the picture.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord.
That would send him into a tizzy.
Yeah, man. Oh.
His birthday's coming up.
Oh, no. You getting that for him?
Fuck no.
Dude, what are you talking about? It's $6.99.
How big is it?
It's probably not very big.
It needs to be bigger. Right? No, regardless of how big it is, it needs to be
There's
bigger.
only 6 left, and it's in 8 carts.
Oh, man.
2 by 3 inches.
So you
Jesus.
get all 6 for $42 plus tax.
Just put them everywhere.
You'll move to California so fast.
Yeah.
Well, on the note of our last rotation, for Attaboys,
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
we need a pause.
It's the first of the month. We don't have to do it right now off the bat.
Oh, okay. Well, do a break for the thing.
All right,
Be right
guys.
back.
We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Well, hey, Tommy. You and me are tied for last place.
What is this?
This
Medicine?
does nothing to you.
What is that?
I know. But this will be the last week. Next week. Next weekend.
Oh,
being,
God damn it.
It's a combination of both
I
things.
take these normally
You take this shit? Why are you doing this to yourself?
because I like my body.
You clearly don't. 'Cause it does
Also,
not look like
I
you
will
take-
forewarn you. Oh. No, I will forewarn. The only thing I'm saying, I will forewarn you in the sense of, hey, when you use the restroom later, just remind yourself it's not intestinal problems.
Yeah.
You would be like, I need to go to the hospital now.
The emergency room immediately.
That's not the case. Okay. You're okay. I need.
Oh, that's a strong smell.
I will forget.
I see the problem. You lost Tommy with right here on the label. It says heart health.
My heart is fine. Thank you very much.
You'll have more room for chicken grease afterwards.
It's so red. Yeah, see.
Well, it's a combination. So I was told beets was the worst, actually.
Beets. I've never had beets.
To me personally, again, I take health shots.
And it has ginger again.
God.
The ginger's not as
awful.
prevalent.
So what would I Okay.
Do you like
What's
beets?
worse?
What?
I've never had beets.
The fuck do you eat?
I've told you what I eat. If it ain't fried, TJ, I probably haven't eaten it. If you can
fair,
fry
I've
beets,
never-
if you can fry beets, then maybe
I was about to say, I don't think I've ever heard of fried
broccoli's
beets.
amazing.
Why would you do that?
Fried broccoli?
Like
Have you
stir
had
fry it.
No, that's,
No. Batter,
that's not what he
fry.
meant.
What? Tommy?
Yeah. I was like, Gertz, you looked at me so
Don't-
genuine. I was like, that's not what he meant.
I-
I've had
don't
stir
knock
fried
it,
plenty.
it's
It's
fried.
no,
Make
that's
stir fried broccoli and sweet potatoes all the
It's
time.
like the cauliflower wings.
Yeah,
No.
but cauliflower's different.
No, I would think it's the same family.
I actually don't
difference of
think
it?
they are.
They're the same plant, actually, just
There you
bred in
go.
different ways.
Yeah, it's delicious. I highly recommend it.
I still wouldn't.
It's really good. It made.
I don't even know
the
what
nutrients
I
might be
don't even
gone,
know
but
what
it's
fried broccoli looks like. I've never seen it on a menu. Pluckers doesn't do it.
It's just going to be a picture of Tommy holding a bowl up when you Google it.
Thumbs up. It's delicious. It was a place. I forget the name. I think it's like Blue Corn Harvest.
It looks all right,
It's
actually.
delicious. It really is.
I'm sure
good.
it's better than fucking fried pickles. Those are disgusting.
What?
Yeah.
Fried pickles are amazing.
Ugh,
Jesus, Gertz. Do you
You're the
like pickles?
first person I
You
know
are the
that
only
like
person I've ever known.
used to frequent Pluckers and hates fried pickles. Those two things don't normally.
I will note that
Pickles are gross.
I don't like pickled flavored things, but I like pickles on
like.
things.
Do you just not like fried?
Do you like? Do you not like
I love
anything?
fried food.
Do you not like anything pickled or just pickles?
Mostly, well, I've had pickled jalapenos, and they're all right.
Yeah, most of the jalapenos like that are in the jars and shit like that. That's
they're
pickle.
all right. It's pickles specifically, I think. And I remember the first time I had a fried pickle, it was a spear.
The spears are
No,
that's
you
not
gotta have
way
the
to go.
chips.
So I thought it was a mozzarella stick.
Oh no.
Oh, that fucked you up for life.
that's
Yeah,
not good.
and I've since had the chips. Still taste like shit.
Oh.
I hate pickles, dude. They're trash.
Have you?
That's
had-
why I will never lose pickums again.
Have you tried the homemade pickles? Because homemade,
pickles. I mean, well-
like the artisan pickles taste
Yeah,
good.
like we got
will-
a Tumble 22, like those pickles.
Gross. No.
What?
I will not allow them into our home. Don't get any ideas
Really?
over there.
In the fridge.
How do you, how, why
Artisan
do you
pickles
hate
are delicious.
He hates pickles.
Because I'm with you. Like sheep pickles are gross. Artisan.
Oh, did you hurt yourself? No. Oh, you drank it.
I drank it.
Oh, dear God. Oh, man.
Just kick it back, King.
Chug. Tommy almost immediately spit that out.
It's terrible. That's really bad.
And this isn't relevant to Tommy, but next week I will be in Houston, so I come back with Haterade, the
I will
original.
choke you out.
It's terrible.
How much is left?
It's gone.
Did you get all of it?
I swear.
Oh, yeah, he did. Nice. Good job.
Oh, I hate you, Marcos.
It looks the way it makes it look like it punched you in the face.
It feels like it did.
Were you fighting in UFC before this?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Nobody needs blood caplets for Halloween. Just
Yeah.
Drink this nasty shit.
Yeah. Fun fact.
Method acting.
I will note. Again, I take these normally. Beets are good for you.
Are they?
I hate the flavor of beets. It's not like I love.
It's terrible.
They taste like dirt.
Can I find
Why are
out?
beets
Really
sweet
selling me
dirt?
on this.
Why are beets sweet dirt? I just don't know. Have you not had a beet either?
I don't think I have.
They're
You don't
sweet
want
dirt. They taste like a root vegetable, but like the rootiest of vegetables. It's like,
Just
that's
tastes
sweet
like
dirt.
The root. Oh, it's a beet beer.
The carrot's really carrying them.
Oh, you realize he's getting that for y'all, right?
That you're assuming that I'm gonna lose.
Oh my God, it's red. That looks awful.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, none's gonna shake me like haterade. And I actually think the pickle beer is worse. That pickle
couldn't finish the beer.
that pickle beer changed
That
my
one got
life.
all
It,
y'all.
it
That was-
chemically
Yeah.
I was
about to vomit.
chemically rearranged me. The people who like drink pickle juice and shit, weird. You're weirdos. Artisan pickle are
Ricardo,
delicious.
I fucks with a Kool-Aid pickle. We don't bring that up because of Gertz.
Yeah, we talked about Kool-Aid fried chicken one night. Remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good too. Kool-Aid fried is good.
Yeah.
In my world, it's true.
Pickle
Name
juice.
one thing that's fried.
Cool.
that's not
You know,
good.
you ever look at your own culture and be like, "The fuck are we doing?" That's Kool-Aid.
What do you mean? Have you had a Kool-Aid pickle?
No, because I don't
delicious.
like niggas who eat straight dill pickles are weird. Like
I
who
don't
goes?
do that.
Yeah,
I need it on something.
Yeah, like who goes up to? I'm like
Culture and be
weird.
like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. Anytime a Catholic priest molests a kid, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
That's very fair.
That's our Kool-Aid pickles.
A lot of pickles involved, but
Not the right.
not as fun.
That's why I have renounced religion, sir.
Dude, I can get a half keg of this.
Yeah, have fun
We're
with
trying to
that.
give that away. Because who's actually like drinking that for recreation?
There's some people that legit like it.
What?
It comes in new.
It's a very Houston
They
thing.
should just have on the can, you lose a bet?
Yeah, no shit. Just make a beer specifically for that.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
This brewery had a beer that was made with Paul Wall once upon a time.
It's like burnt dirt.
That would be a good name for a beer. I lost a bet ale.
Yeah.
Wildberry, Haterade.
I bet that tastes better than whatever the fuck the original is. It's just so salty. It's just so salty. I don't
Why
know
is
why
it
it's salty. It's not what I was expecting. But again, truly don't think it'll horrifically mind alter me like the pickle one. I'd still rather drink Gatorade. I still won't like it because my heart will say that's a lot of sodium.
My stomach was mad at me for drinking that pickle beer.
No, that shit. I was like, I looked at for a look. I said, "I'm sorry, baby, I left you."
Yeah. I like Fort Lauderdale.
Y'all had a great time with that one.
Yeah.
So fucking send me into the shadow realm. I'm good.
It's coming up 6 weeks from now.
My body's ready. It's not.
Well, more like 7 weeks, but still. All right. Well,
Pickums.
No, attaboy.
That's right.
well, mine is TJ's favorite quarterback because 18 for 18.
Cop out answer, but okay.
I mean,
He's not the
hard
best.
to do.
Nope, it's not.
Best for the week. Who did better than him this week? At the very least, it's an attaboy for the week. I'm not giving him
Derrick
the MVP.
Henry was fantastic.
He fumbled in the end zone.
Derrick Henry was fantastic, but he's actually not my attaboy. Speaking on the same team, just because I know all of Jared Goff's going to get all the suck, the running backs on the Lions, it's just impossible to deal with. You tire out one, and they've got a second, first. Like literally, it's two starting running backs, two genuinely fantastic running backs.
Tommy, you want me to go? Or you go?
mine's quick. It's CJ Stroud for actually winning a game. That we should have blown the team out, but whatever. We won, but we wouldn't have won.
Bro,
without him,
you
so
went
give
from
it
like we're going to the Super Bowl to like
to him. Yeah,
We won a game
I'm deflated.
against the Jags.
Yay! Yeah, no, like it's a pretty demoralizing play. But he got us the win. So, you know, it's fine. He has no vision. You're right.
Yeah, so he's learning.
he's running for his life most of the time.
He is.
Well, I mean, I was going to go with Jared Goff because it was obvious. But, No, I'll go with Derrick Henry since Jared Goff has been taken. 87, that 87-yard run, that was the longest run in the Ravens franchise history, which is, I did not know that until they
I
said
just
it.
always thought they run.
Yeah, right.
But then I remember that they didn't do any. They used to not have anything except a defense. So now they
Yeah.
have things.
I can only name one running back from the Ravens, and it's not for good reason. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did think it was funny. Like I saw some sorority doing like a video that was like, "Hey, we're celebrating the NFL this weekend. And then somebody must have bought their jersey at a thrift store and didn't know anything about football. And it was like, oh, they bought a Ray Rice jersey.
Oh, no. Oh, no. You
They're
can't let
rich.
those
They'll be
thrift
fine.
stores.
They will.
Take a lap. Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all forgot about that Thursday game. Daniel Jones.
He's
Malik
really bad.
Neighbors is trying his best. He's getting concussed
Yes, he is.
on that field for you. Step it up. I mean, no, don't do anything for now. But for like, I don't like. I think Daniel Jones is in that weird camp where I was like, I'm not looking at him wanting him to fail. It's just like us. It's not even like a funny like. It's like a damn. That's just sad.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, thank you to the Giants again for the contract. We love it.
Yeah.
That one's great. Mine, fuck, it was kind of, I was going to do Trevor Lawrence, but
Give it back to CJ Stroud.
no. I kind of want to, but no. I'm going to go, I hate to add insult to injury, Anthony Richardson. Because just...
He threw for 138 yards.
I'm actually.
How many attempts? Like
Three.
Yeah.
You knew it was some gaudy ass numbers, right?
I think he maybe threw it 4 times before he got
No,
hurt.
they said
course.
what was it? They said that he has the Nick Wright said today that he has the highest yards per attempt
Yeah.
and the worst completion. It's the most confusing.
I
Like
love
some Jameis Winston shit.
I love Anthony Richardson's stat line.
I love that.
They're ridiculous.
It's
I love
confusing, and I don't think he's to take a lap this week. Just for the
He
perspective.
got hurt. That's why he's taking a
No,
lap.
I still think
What
it's
is it with you
coaching
making
staff
injured
fault.
people take a lap?
Availability, man.
They can't run. They're hurt. They can't take laps.
When he gets back.
Oh, wheel a lap.
Yeah, there you go. Crutch a lap.
Crutch a lap. Limp a lap.
He threw for more yards than Bo Nix.
Well, so he was in the positives. If you threw 1 yard, you threw more than Bo Nix. I don't know how that's even possible. Oh, fuck that. Let me switch mine. Oh, is that going to be yours?
No, mine was.
I'm taking Bo Nix.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's even fucking possible. I've never seen a negative yardage for a quarterback for 2 quarters. 2
Yeah,
straight
-7
quarters.
was wild.
It was a -8 at the highest or lowest. So, like, it was weird.
Yeah, actually, that's true. It's like, what do you
Yeah.
even call that at that point?
How did you
Logic.
get
It's the
there?
lowest, highest.
How did you get there? That's what I want to know.
I'm going to follow your lead and do a take lap for another quarterback who won, Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
He looks bad.
No, not that. That is true, but that was single-handedly, I think, the worst single play I've ever seen a quarterback do. You threw an interception and
then
injured your top receiver in the same play.
It was the same stroke.
That's up there with like Dan Orlovsky running out of
So,
bounds.
I've made a note not to watch Kansas City games.
Yeah.
What happened?
He threw an interception, and as he was trying to make the tackle, he just tried to, like, go low and hit the guy's legs. He ended up hitting Rashee Rice and tore his ACL.
Oh, my God.
ACL.
Yeah, tore his ACL.
That's insanity.
So, yeah, he threw an interception and tore Rashee Rice ACL
Yeah, he deserves to
in
take
one
3
snap. So
Wow.
if they don't win a Super Bowl this year, that play is the reason why.
I feel bad. Well, no, I really don't care about Rashee Rice.
Worst play of all time, yes.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Not that again.
Oh.
That's just.
Oh, you
an-
gotta-
Oh, no, I was
I
showing it.
don't know why. What did it freeze?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your quarterback. Don't try to make tackles.
Yeah.
Oh, I would be pissed if I was him.
Rashee Rice looked furious.
Really?
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
like put the towel over his head, lying on the car, just like, I'm about to choke someone out. And I don't blame him one bit.
He'll be
With the
driving
frog
real
ass.
quickly
Yeah.
to Patty Mahomes' house.
Drive a car through his house.
Mine's Aaron Rodgers because I'm just happy that because they looked good last week.
They did.
And then they just
Not this week.
Not this week.
Oh, they were saying it was raining. Like, bitch, you played in Green Bay for like a decade and a half.
Yeah.
Like, suck my ass.
I understand that Seattle and Portland get all the like, oh, it's rainy and gray. It's like, no, Wisconsin is
Yeah.
very also rainy
Yeah.
and gray.
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, I'm happy about that. Like, he's not. See, are any teams, is anyone confident in calling any team, like, definitively good besides Minnesota? I think Minnesota's the only one.
I would think
Because
Minnesota.
everyone's been blown out. practically. Except
Yeah,
KC.
that's what I said.
But KC could easily be 0-3.
We'd have to talk about what does the definition of definitively good. And when I say like an eye test of like the team looks competent through most sides of the ball, it's still only the Vikings.
Yeah. I mean, because when things are bad for these teams.
Yeah.
I'd still include the Lions for right now.
I would say the Lions, the Vikings. I mean,
And I know I'll be outvoted here, but I still
I don't
vote
think
the Bills.
Lions.
It's for right now.
Okay.
right now.
I mean,
No, if you get blown out,
that's my thing. If you get blown out, that counts. Like, we have short memories here.
The Lions didn't get blown out.
no, he said, and
the
for
Bills.
the Bills, he said,
Bills,
no,
yeah.
if you get blown out, you got blown out.
by that standard, the Steelers are still good.
Yeah.
We have one loss and it was close. It was like by 4 points, right? Less than a touchdown.
It's a lot of good teams.
And to your point, I mean, I said it during the week. I said it's scary to see the Steelers with a competent quarterback play, and Justin
weird.
Fields was not the problem.
He was
Defense
not. Our defense looked like shit, and Najee Harris is a jackass.
You did not see
Flacco
that.
just
It
knows
was
how to beat
so
the
bad.
Steelers.
Oh.
Caught the ball and ran backwards. How do you do that?
He also fucked up the snap on the play before that too,
How was he fucking up snap?
because he sucks. I've been saying this for several years.
Man.
On the other end of the spectrum, I
That's
just
for another 2 seasons.
it's not like Flacco doesn't know how to beat the Steelers. He's done it forever.
That's
Probably
true.
against Tomlin.
When he went in,
does.
when Flacco went in, I was like, this could go one of two ways. Either he's gonna look old or he's gonna look like Flacco.
Oh, I recognize you guys.
And he looked like Flacco. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck, god damn
He
it.
wakes up for y'all.
Yeah. I think he was, of all the games for him to come back to, I think he woke up on the right side of the bed for that.
Oh, for sure.
He was like, oh, yeah.
Well, like I said, we got an easy schedule here, but this first game is not easy to pick.
Yeah.
It's the Buccaneers versus the Falcons.
That's not easy at all. I'm going Bucks.
I am also going Bucks. Falcons, I think, are better than their record shows.
They are better than their record shows.
And their kicker's better than their whole team.
Mm-hmm.
who I've learned I was saying his name wrong on
Is that
Sunday.
Song Ho Koo or
Young Wei.
Young Wei Koo? Okay.
It's not spelled that way, but
Okay.
that's what I learned. And then the Atlanta Falcons are a more solid unit, just in the sense that they have less injuries. But I mean, 72% of people are taking them.
I mean, Tampa's just they want it more. I think they always want.
So
it more.
Baker wants it more.
Yeah.
And they
Well,
play-
he's the heart blood of that team.
They play well from away too. They play
Yeah.
well on away games. Yeah, you pointed that out last week, I think, Marcos.
And then the Jets versus the Vikings. I'll take the Vikings in this
Taking
one.
Vikings.
Vikings, yeah.
It's in Minnesota, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm taking Vikings.
It's Aaron Rodgers' next team, if he follows the Favre tree.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord.
The Panthers versus the Bears.
I don't know about this one.
I
I'm
Take-
gonna reluctantly take the Bears.
I'm gonna
Me
take.
too.
I'm gonna take the Panthers.
Hey, that's fair. I can see
taking
the
the
Panthers
Panthers.
beating
I
them.
would love for Andy Dalton to look better than Caleb
Me
Williams.
too.
That'd be really great. But I'm leaning Bears. I'm picking the
Oh, this
Bears.
is gonna be a murder. The Ravens.
I'm asking this guy about this one.
Oh, dude, Joe Burrow cannot beat Lamar Jackson.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. That's fine. Joe Burrow doesn't do well within our division.
He doesn't
actually.
at all.
No, he doesn't. I mean, I don't think he's ever beaten the Browns.
This shit's making me really rethink Joe Burrow.
Oh, you guys have woken up?
You guys.
What do you mean? He's the only one that's been saying it.
I was like, ugh.
Oh,
But, I'm the equalizer. I'm all about bringing back quarterbacks from their high horse. Shit, I almost argued against Patty Mahomes that one time. And shut the fuck up the next week because that was a stupid
When Jake
argument.
Browning was lighting things up, I'm like, I think this opens up the door for Joe Burrow being overrated.
yeah. I
Then
think
he
yeah.
stopped.
What?
Then he stopped.
And then he stopped. Then he lost to Mason Rudolph, and I was
These
like,
are
I take
actually
it
some
back.
hard games to call.
Well, this next one's almost damn near 50-50.
Some
The
blockbuster.
the Dolphins versus the Patriots in probably one of the worst games.
Can't wait for that one. Right?
I thought Raiders
Jesus.
Browns was going to be the worst game of all time. This might be the
This
worst game
shit.
of all time.
I'm going Patriots, I guess.
Me too.
I feel bad for anyone who has to watch this.
Oh,
game.
it's September in New England. It's going to be cold.
That's the only chance they'll have.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's
This one's easy. Commanders over the Browns.
Yeah, they
Commanders
lighting it up
look-
right now.
I know we were talking.
Commanders look good.
Yeah, I was going to say teams that
When
actually
do y'all
look good.
play?
The Commanders look good.
What's up?
When do y'all play 'em? Later in the season?
Yeah.
Okay.
When they've hopefully gotten more
All
banged
this shit's calmed down and he's leveled off.
They're young and springy, bro. They're not going to
They
get
are.
hurt.
They don't know what they don't know.
Dak is old. He's Probably like top 5 oldest QBs for
How
sure.
old is he?
He's
Like 32?
He was 30.
Yeah, but there's so
He's
many
up there.
young babies now. So.
Yeah, he's an old man.
He's probably just younger than like Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Donald and Flacco
Stafford.
Stafford. Colts versus Jaguars. I'm taking the Colts, and the
taking the
Jaguars
Colts.
are going to remain defeated.
Dumpster fire.
I'm shocked 40% of people are picking the Jags at this point.
Me too.
It's a historical thing.
yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is this that one? I should know this. Fuck, how does it go? It's one of them. I think it's Jags who can't beat the Colts.
It's the Colts that can't beat the Jags in Jacksonville.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, Jacksonville.
You think Jacksonville's going to
Yeah,
win this?
that. I forget which way it goes. Yep, that's the one.
No, it's actually impressive.
It's crazy.
Because, like, when I was net neutral on the Colts before Marcos, stroked him off, that was before you jumped ship. I was like, dang, I'm really high on the Colts. And then they lost to Jacksonville. And I was like, how? What happened?
It's
It was
all
like,
the time.
you'd watch. It was like magic. Like,
It's never happened.
Didn't go the right
Yeah.
way.
It's a weird curse in the AFC South. Like it's very predictable.
Speaking of the AFC South, 2 3-1 teams are playing each other.
Oh, yeah.
2 juggernauts in red, white,
Those
and blue.
2 3-1 teams are not made equally.
I'm actually taking the Texans.
Why?
No Von Miller.
Means nothing. Okay.
The O-line is so bad, I don't think it does matter.
Don't do it.
I know, I'm picking the Bills.
Okay, smart man.
Stephon Diggs in a revenge game. Though.
That's a part of it.
So he'll try to do too much.
Now look, this will go one or two ways. Either they are going to be very impressive against the Bills, or it's going to be Minnesota all over again. It's not going to be a middle ground.
I have a question from you, and this is like from a fantasy point of view.
Yeah.
How good is the Texans front 7?
Not very.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now I know to play Cook this weekend.
Yeah.
So who are you picking?
I'm picking Houston. Not confidently.
You're actually picking your team this
I
time.
pick my team every week. That's one season, Gertz. You don't get it. You don't understand.
One season is
You're a Steelers fan.
One season is
You don't
17
know
games.
struggle. You don't know struggle.
all,
You don't know heartache.
This is the 4th season we've done this show.
Yeah.
So that's 2 seasons that you didn't pick them.
Yeah.
And last season, you didn't pick them game 1.
Yeah, but the rest of the season, yes. They had to prove to me. You got to gain that trust back. I was burned, goddammit.
Yeah,
And I don't know, struggle. You guys won a playoff game last year. The last time the Steelers won a playoff game?
Last year, right? Well, you
No.
make it to the playoffs every
No.
year.
Last time
Hey.
we won a playoff game.
I feel you.
No, you can't say anything.
You know-
either. You get out of it. You know struggle, but it's a whole different thing.
You know last time we won a playoff game? You know the year?
96.
No. That was last year we lost a Super Bowl. Last time we won a playoff game was
To
2016.
the Dallas Cowboys that were high
that's
in the
right.
limo.
Yeah.
You'll get there again. One day.
I've got a question. But we can do it after pick'ems real fast.
I think I'm taking the Broncos over the Raiders.
I am too. I'm taking the Broncos over the Raiders. The Raiders are in disarray right now.
Yeah, I am.
and no Devontae Adams.
Yeah, that
Exactly.
Devontae
I'm taking the Raiders.
is a cancer in the locker room right now.
The
Very-
Cardinals.
I'm taking the Cardinals.
Very polite.
I'm
cancer.
taking the Cardinals too. No, the Cardinals over the 49ers.
Oh,
Man, I want to.
I kind of want to, but
I'm not going to though. I'll have to. I'm gonna have to stick.
that Niners defense looks bad.
It
I'm
looks
switching to
very
the Cardinals. I think Kyler's going to have a day.
I'm gonna have to stick with San Fran. I could see him. Fuck, I could. That one's tough.
And the Rams, I'm going to always next game. The Rams are going to always ask my question: Are they better yet? If the answer is no, then I'm not picking the
Still
Rams.
hurt, yeah.
I'm picking the Packers.
The fact they can keep it as close as they do
They're
is impressive.
a well-coached team.
They really are.
This one's easy after all those tough games. The Seahawks.
Yeah.
I could see them losing this one.
Go
The
ahead.
Giants?
Yep.
In Seattle?
I do not believe in the Seahawks.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna
Do it. No. I'm gonna need you to walk with the way you talk with Gino.
Yeah.
Click that Giants button.
You're going to take
I
Daniel.
got nothing to lose.
You're going to take Daniel Jones over Geno
No, I'm
Smith.
taking Malik Neighbors.
He's
Over Geno.
concussed.
Is he?
Yes.
What the fuck are we doing? I didn't know that.
He's hanging out with Tua for the weekend.
Oh.
No.
no.
Walk.
Oh, yeah.
Walk
I mean,
it
it's
how you
nothing
talk
on that
it.
team.
Walk it how you talk
I
it.
trust a Malik Neighbors to beat Geno.
Yeah,
But if it's no Malik,
but Malik might be back.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
actually
10, yeah, it's a
might-
10
he
game
might be.
because it was a Thursday game. So,
We'll see.
concussion protocols. I think like a week or so.
I reserve the right to change my mind.
No. Put. I need to
For
see.
now, I'll go New York. Just for you.
No, and I'm gonna need you to flip the screen when you put your phone down. Yep. I'm gonna be watching too. Flip that shit. See what happens.
You know he's gonna forget between now and Sunday.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. 4% of people agree with you, Tommy.
It's more than I thought.
Yeah, me too, actually.
And now I got to go home and research what other shots they have with ginger in them.
Oh no.
It's pretty funny that like I'm trying not to drink during the week and I don't stop by the beer store because it's always you that's been on last place for the most
Health store.
Do we want to have a little bit of a conversation over this next one? Are you guys gonna make a bet? You guys gonna talk about
Cowboy Steelers.
I think it can go either way, and I'll be perfectly fine. I'm not
Really?
mad if I lose to the Steelers.
I'll be mad if we lose to the
Yeah,
Cowboys.
I know that's what I said. I have more. He has more to lose than I do.
Yeah.
People
Somehow,
expect,
yes.
People expect us to lose. They expect y'all to win.
We better fucking win.
And if I bet, Dak will throw an interception in the first minute, so I'm good.
But you said that's good. That gets it out of his system, and
He
then
did. He played immaculately after that.
Especially after last weekend's performance.
How many interceptions has he thrown this season?
I think he's thrown none. Oh, he's thrown two.
He's thrown two. That first one does not count. Like the receiver.
They all
tripped.
count.
No, the receiver's tripped. If you had seen it, because when Dak throws an interception, he has like the hung shoulder type of thing. Dak threw that one, saw the receiver trip, and he was like, "Fuck!" Like, and you could just see it on the
Still
camera.
on his stat sheet.
Yeah. Jalen has the most turnovers right now, so leading the league in turnovers.
I mean, that doesn't surprise
You know what's crazy is Justin Fields might be playing better than Dak Prescott. And that's not even a knock on Dak. Justin Fields has actually been playing very well.
Very well.
But
I'm sorry.
Now we're talking wild. Okay, I got Dallas, and I got Dallas by a landslide.
how many
Really?
how many touchdowns does Dak
Yeah, we
have?
get into specifics here for you two.
I'm just curious. How many does he have?
It's a blowout situation.
I think Justin Fields I think has 8 touchdowns so far.
I think Dak's at 8-2.
Okay. And make sure to include rushing touchdowns because I know Justin Fields had
Just
2.
do touchdowns.
Yeah, Justin Fields had 2 rushing touchdowns against the Colts.
Yeah, is it this season?
Oh, yeah. So it's doing it because of fantasy. That's where we ended up.
Okay.
Oh, they're not counting his rushing. That's the only
not.
delta.
Okay.
3 touchdowns versus 6 touchdowns. Yards is how many? 830 versus 1,017. Yeah, I would say Dak's probably playing better.
Okay.
No, net neutral. That's very comparable.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty close.
But I mean, you did have that whole game where you just kick field goals.
Yeah, and we win those. Boswell,
Yeah,
when
no, if I
Boswell
see-
comes to play, you're in trouble.
Yeah, if I see that first drive end in a field goal for y'all, we're screwed.
Yeah. I don't like throwing touchdown passes too early. It makes me cocky. Like, oh shit, no one's gonna stop us.
Yeah, but his kicker can hit a 70-yarder. Like,
Yeah, you have the best kick in the game.
What did you think? You think I'm gonna say something else? Yeah, I know. What do you do?
Okay.
Yeah, I said,
Wins you games.
motherfucker gets better longer.
I'll try
The only
to-
one he missed, I thought it was too close. I was like,
You act like we ain't living in that same world. Got to have a
How-
field goals constantly.
how
Our
old
guy's
is your
number
kicker?
3. Yeah, it was 12.
no, he's like 30.
Really?
He's been around for a while.
he had this weird life where, if it is the kicker that I'm thinking about, that went to MLS for a little bit.
That's
and-
right.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna
He
say
was
he's
like a-
relatively new to the NFL.
Yeah.
He's 29, and then he was like a software developer for a while before this.
Like, not even playing sports.
Of course
like,
he was, yeah.
I mean, Chris Boswell puts the foot in football. I don't even remember a time when he wasn't our kicker.
Yeah, how old is he? Fuck.
I don't know.
Yeah, he played.
He might be a Hall of Famer, actually.
He should be.
He played on Toronto FC and played for the club's reserve team. Then went to Bethlehem Steel FC, which is just some soccer teams. Then he switched to American football and played on the Birmingham Stallions and the USFL in 2022 and 2023, and then signed in the Cowboys in 2020.
So Chris Boswell's been on the Steelers since 2015.
Oh, it's not that bad. About 10 years.
I left the Army that year.
Man. I thought he was that longer than that.
It feels longer just
It
because
does.
our seasons have been rough.
You guys make the playoffs. The winners.
We lose every fucking time.
Dude, I kind of want this to be a soccer game. Just no touchdowns, just field goal to field
I just
goal.
want a tie.
Duel of the kickers.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty
I'm
fun.
looking for a tie this season.
Well, that was what the chat was looking at. They were just saying tie, 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 tie.
That'd be amazing.
TJ Watt 43 sacks in one game. Y'all, like, our O-line is not that bad.
That's not gonna happen.
Terrence Steele is.
Oh, God.
That would-
They're going to capitalize on... Oh, never mind. We might lose. Dak might get a high ankle sprain because that's going around the
I hope
league.
TJ's good because I didn't see him do shit against the Colts.
That actually, like, so I did pick the Steelers to win, but that would actually be my favorite, like, proof that we're in the best timeline.
What?
Is Dak, unfortunately, like, just a sprain. He'll be back next week. But Cooper Rush then wins the game.
It's not. I want it to happen too. They're never gonna do it. I think he's
Stop
better.
picking Cooper Rush over us.
I'm not saying that. I have respect.
I still think Cooper Rush is better than Dak. That'll be crazy. I believe in Coop.
That's a lie.
You know what's funny is because he only played 5 games, he probably has an 80% winning percentage.
It probably looks great. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 5 games. He was 4-1.
Yeah, he lost to the Eagles, who made the Super Bowl that year.
Yeah.
They were like really good.
Yeah,
that
like
year.
I'm pretty sure you guys would have won a playoff game had Cooper Rush been in there. Call me crazy.
Cooper Rush just sees the 49ers and licks his chops.
Yeah, that's your Nick Foles. That's your big dick Nick right there. He's been there the whole
I'm going to
time.
have to shut y'all up.
That's the man that can get you to the
Tired of
promised
this
land.
nonsense. I trust the Rush when required.
No,
When
that's
required.
that's the problem right there.
Speaking of Super Bowls, the Chiefs have been there a lot.
Too many
I'm picking the
times.
Saints.
I'm
I'm
picking
picking
the Saints.
also.
What?
They're due for a fucking loss, man. They gotta fucking lose. At least.
I need
one.
to see them lose a game before I pick against
They
them.
could have lost all the games they played.
I need to see them lose before I pick against them.
See, I'm going the other way.
Am I wrong that outside of the Ravens, this is probably the best team they've played? And they didn't know how to. The Ravens didn't know how to use Derrick Henry yet,
Ravens almost beat them.
and they didn't know how to use Derrick Henry yet.
Yeah.
They didn't. If I remember that game mostly correctly, they didn't run most of the second
That
half.
was bad offensive game for them.
Who all
really
they played?
bad.
They played the Ravens, the Chargers. Who else? I think there's
They had a cupcake in there.
Bengals,
Bengals.
and they almost lost, and the Falcons.
Yep, almost lost that one too.
I think 3 of those teams are pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
The Bengals are the only one that I think is bad, and the Chiefs win ugly close games. That's what they do. Like since last year, they don't blow people away like they used to. They win ugly and close like the
they
Steelers.
also lose.
But the Saints
Not very often.
might have the hottest offense of all those teams because
They do.
I'm still counting that the
Kubiak,
Ravens
yeah.
did not know how to use Derrick
I
Henry.
think the Saints have come back down to earth a little bit.
They're still like grinding it out though. Like that last game, the game they lost.
They lost by like what? Like a touchdown
point.
to the
A point. A little point.
But they had but it was like 10-9, right?
Yeah.
Or that's
It was ugly, but
yeah.
you know,
As opposed to like how many did they score on the Cowboys? Like 48 or
44.
something. Yeah.
like that.
So I thought
it's a lot. It's a lot. of
Football
points.
math doesn't make sense
I
because
need
we were
to see
close
the
to the
Chiefs.
Ravens.
I need to see the Chiefs actually lose before I pick against them. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
fair. That's fair.
Oh, the thing I was going to bring up real quick, just
Damn,
because.
you really want that pickle beer, don't you?
No. And we talked a little bit about this at Mexcellence, and I would like your 2 cents on this, Tom. Fast. So I've been on the record, and I stand by this. If the Steelers do not win a playoff game this year, they need to fire Mike Tomlin. And I seem like I get pushback on that every time I bring
I
that up.
agree.
Because it'll be 9 years since the playoffs will be in 2025, since the Steelers have won a playoff game, if they don't win one. How many coaches do you think would still have a job currently in the NFL if they went 9 years without winning a playoff?
And I said none. I agreed with you. I said none.
Yeah.
No one.
But Mike Tomlin's the exception.
Yeah.
I love
The
Mike
issue-
Tomlin.
He's a brilliant coach.
Brilliant man.
He's to me,
wonderful
I think
husband.
he's the best coach.
Great guy.
This is the
Icon.
counterpoint that I've heard, and
Yeah.
I mean we've seen it happen. Andy Reid got fired despite being pretty good,
That's the comp I use a lot.
but
Andy Reid in Philly.
But the point that I heard that I was always like, that's a very good point, is like if you fire your coach and he's the hottest coach commodity on the field, you probably never fire your coach.
I've heard that, but that was true with Andy Reid, and I think most people think the Eagles did the right thing. I think it's just,
I don't know about that anymore.
you don't think so? They won a Super Bowl since they fired him.
Yeah, and then
Well, who's won more?
Man,
I mean, Patrick Mahomes is a
yeah.
big part
They
of that.
sell their soul when they win Super Bowls. The Eagles.
Yeah.
But also
if you
Andy Reid was
noticed
like,
that. Oh, go
eh,
to Super Bowl.
And they've been to one since.
Yeah,
Andy
they're
Reid's
always
good-
in
good scouter.
like,
Yeah.
complete disarray afterwards somehow. Like it's not momentum they build off of ever.
Yeah. I mean,
It's really weird.
I don't know. I mean, they won a Super Bowl pretty fast after they fired Andy Reid.
They did.
Yeah.
But I mean, they didn't last very long.
No. No.
Well, the only reason why I was saying like it probably wasn't the best move is just that coaching carousel is just not.
Is rough.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
And y'all and Steelers are like once they're locked in, they're locked in.
there's a saying in Pittsburgh: the Steelers don't hire coaches; they elect popes. Because we've had 3 coaches in like 60 years.
Yeah. It's just
So,
insane.
There's and I get your point too, but there is a benefit to that stability.
There
It's a
is-
big benefit to
The
that.
benefit
stability.
is, we'll make the playoffs.
You always be respectable.
I mean,
You'll never not be respectable.
9
You
years
don't
without-
want to be what we've been.
the thing is,
that's why I don't listen to anything you say because you don't know, Gertz.
No.
This is what you were born and raised in a gated community with a Fresh Prince, Uncle Phil's house. That's where you live.
I'm glad you. At first, I was like, "What do you mean?"
Yeah.
But you're speaking metaphorically. Okay.
Metaphorically, yeah, definitely not live. I've seen where you live. Yeah. Metaphorically, that's where you're from as a fucking Steelers fan. I am from the neighborhood and menace to society.
You have won a playoff game
So
more
what?
recently than us.
We were in a dumpster fire.
I know,
Before then.
but you have won a playoff game more recently than us.
Okay.
Yes.
You had to go through a lot to get that one playoff.
Did you
win.
fire a coach to get there?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
we walked right into that one.
We fired 3, Gert. We fired 3.
Hey, and the best one for you still, I love D'Amico.
Yeah.
Lovey Smith helped y'all out the most.
Shout out to him and that beard.
He said, I'm gonna do y'all a solid.
Yeah, and I'm out.
And
y'all would be in the Bryce timeline without him.
Fuck.
And Mike Tomlin
terrible.
would get snatched up very fast. To your point, I think
immediately.
I think the Bears immediately. would get-
He's absolutely.
I want
gonna
him.
do it.
I want him.
You're not getting him.
I know.
No.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Too strong of a personality for Jerry.
Jerry would never.
But the Bears would take him in a heartbeat.
Exactly what the Bears.
That's
would
actually one of the things that documentary covered, how Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones butted heads so much.
Yeah, because Jimmy Johnson knew what the fuck he was doing, and Jerry
had to
didn't
listen
like
to a
it.
dumb shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's.
putting salt on McGriddles while he's
Yeah.
trying to do his job.
I forgot what the name of the coach that he hired. That did end up winning it. The quarterback, I forgot. I forgot his name, but he did end up winning a Super Bowl with them in 1996. After Jimmy Johnson got Dion to come to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But he hadn't coached in 5 years. I didn't know that because I didn't give a fuck about coaching staff when I was 8.
Huh.
Yeah, he what's it called? He had just recovered from surgery and he was still like under the anesthesia, and they were like, "Hey, how would you like to coach the Dallas Cowboys?" And he was like,
Switzer, yeah.
"Yeah, Switzer."
Wow.
And Calamity, no. Bryce Young is a child. He shouldn't be playing football in the NFL.
Do you think there are any coordinators that are like, oh, they're going to be a head coach next year? I mean, Ben Johnson is the name that always gets brought up.
I don't want to
Bobby
look that far.
Slow damn sure ain't in the
Yeah.
running anymore because he's fucking terrible this season.
Well, guys, thank you all for coming out.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
We'll see who has bragging rights between TJ and Gertz.
Won't be Tommy, that's for sure.